Good afternoon, Lander Tiger fans. Lander Tiger basketball is on the air. It's the 2021 quarterfinals game. The number 2 team from the east, the Lander Valley Tigers, against the number 3 team from the west, the Star Valley Braves. And I tell you what, if there is a big rivalry in this state, it's Lander and Star Valley. Star Valley has owned most of the games coming into this contest. Star Valley has won 19 of the games and Lander only 7. And the last 3 playoff appearances that Lander met Star Valley in, they lost in the 93 state championship game 14-12. They lost in the 95 championship game 32-14. And they lost in 2003 in the quarterfinal by a score of 6-3. So Lander would really like to put one on the Star Valley Braves here this afternoon. They had a tremendous win last Friday night in Buffalo. They needed to win that game by 10 points to earn the second seed. And Josh Henninger, they won by 10 points.
That they did, yeah. They, I know it was 9 plus 10 points somewhere in there. And big stop on 2-point conversion. Kept the Bison out of the end zone there. That kept that deficit or that difference to 10 points, and it was all we needed there.
And so the Tigers come into this game with the same record as the Star Valley Braves. Both teams are 4-4 overall, and both teams are 3-2 in their respective conference. Head coach McKay Young of the Star Valley Braves is in his 6th year. He has a record there at Star Valley of 52-14. Last season they went 4-6, and that was the first losing season in 6 years for McKay Young. As I mentioned, Star Valley has the 19-7 overall lead over Lander. Looking at the town population, there's really an anomaly here. Star Valley High School has 934 students, and the town population of Afton is only 2,087. So that's like, almost half of the population of Afton is in the high school there. But the Star Valley High School draws from Alpine, Star Valley Ranch, Thane, and 11 other unincorporated areas in Lincoln County. So they have quite an area to draw from. The Crimson and Gold Braves are dressed in their white uniforms with maroon helmets and or crimson helmets and gold trim with crimson numbers. The Lander Tigers are in their home green uniforms with black numbers trimmed in white, and their helmets are black with the big LT on the side. Looking at comparative scores, there's only two teams that these two teams have each played. Lander beat Green River 43-12, and Star Valley beat the Wolves 51-7. Lander lost to Powell 13-35, and the Star Valley Braves defeated Powell 29-13. There was also a third game. Star Valley defeated Evanston 40-6, and the Lander Valley Tigers lost to Evanston 14-20 early in the season. Well, we've got a bunch of pregame activities set up for you here, and we're going to get after those and then have the game here in about 30 minutes. You're listening to Tiger Football on the Wind River Radio Network, KFCW.
Halloween is a lot of fun. Who doesn't enjoy seeing kids on a candy hunt? But while you're driving the kids around town, remember to focus on safety. Watch out for youngsters who may dart into your path without warning. Be extra careful around pedestrians, and always be sure that you and everyone in your vehicle wears a seatbelt. And if you're on foot this Halloween, be sure to wear bright, reflective clothing to be extra visible. This message is brought to you by Buckle Up for Life, Wyoming.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear: the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
This week, the Wyoming Cowboys return to the road to face the San Jose State Spartans in a Mountain West Conference matchup. The game kicks off at 2 p.m. from San Jose, California. The game will be televised on FS2 and will be broadcast on radio over the 26 affiliate stations of the Cowboy Sports Network. The radio broadcast will begin about 90 minutes prior to kickoff. The Cowboys bring in a 4-3 overall record and an 0-3 record in Mountain West play coming into Saturday's game. San Jose State is 4-4 overall and 2-2 in the Mountain West. This has been a season of streaks. The Wyoming Cowboys started off the season with 4 consecutive wins. Over the last 3 weeks, they've suffered 3 consecutive losses. Cowboys have shown an ability to bounce back. Well, that's happened in recent seasons. Wyoming began the 2017 season 4-3, the same start that the Cowboys are experiencing in 2021. That 2017 Cowboy squad, quarterbacked by Josh Allen, went on to post an 8-5 season and won the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. In 2018, UW was captained by, among others, Marcus Epps, Logan Wilson, and Andrew Wingard. The 2018 Cowboys began the season 2-6. They rallied to win their final 4 games of the season and earned bowl eligibility at 6-6. This week, Levi Williams was named starting quarterback versus San Jose State. Craig Bohl announced Tuesday that Levi Williams will get the start in this Saturday's game. Williams will be making the first start of the 21 season and the 7th start of his Wyoming career. The native of Canyon Lake, Texas, made his first career start in the 2019 Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl. He led Wyoming to a 38-17 win over Georgia State. In that game, he completed 11 of 26 passes for 234 yards, and he threw 3 touchdown passes. Williams added 53 rushing yards and scored 1 rushing touchdown in the win, and ended the day with 287 yards of total offense. Williams also started the final 5 games of Wyoming's COVID-shortened season of 2020. His career record as a starter is 3-3, entering this Saturday's game at San Jose State. The sophomore's career totals include completing 82 of 172 pass attempts for 1,300 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. He has also rushed for 311 yards, and he has scored 7 rushing touchdowns, including 3 touchdown runs at UNLV in 2020. Williams has accounted for 1,614 yards of total offense in the 12 career games he has played as a Cowboy. This Wyoming Cowboy defense, behind everything, has been excellent in 2021. Wyoming's defense is one of the best in the nation, ranking number 3 in the nation in pass defense and number 16 in total defense in 2021. The Cowboys are allowing only 152 passing yards per game and are holding opponents to only 311 yards of total offense per game. This is largely because of guys like Cowboy linebacker Chad Muma. He's one of the top defenders in the nation. Muma currently is number 1, and he's tied in the nation in this area in interception returns for touchdowns with 2. He ranks number 4 in the nation in solo tackles, 6.7 per game, and is number 10 in the country in total tackles, 9.7 per game. This is the 12th meeting between Wyoming and San Jose State, this Saturday in San Jose. The Cowboys and San Jose State Spartans, well, they meet at least often nowadays, and Wyoming holds a 7-4 advantage in the series. The Spartans joined the Mountain West Conference in the 2013 season. San Jose State leads the Mountain West portion of the series 3-1 over the Cowboys. The Pokes and Spartans also met each other twice when both schools were members of the Western Athletic Conference. Those two meetings in 1996 and 97 were both won by Wyoming. The Cowboys won the last meeting in the series in 2018. 24-19 was the score in Laramie. The Spartans won the last meeting in San Jose. That one was in 2017, and the score was 20-17. For fans who are unable to attend Saturday's game in San Jose, there are several ways to watch and listen. Of course, you can listen to the radio, and you can turn in to FS2. Radio announcers are Dave Walsh, play-by-play in his 38th year, and Kevin McKinney, color analyst in his 24th year. And then they're joined by Reese Monaco, the sideline reporter, who's in his 11th year. The pregame show, as I said earlier, begins 90 minutes prior to kickoff. Hey, don't forget that it's also on TV. Saturday's game will be televised on FS2. Announcers will be Eric Collins with the play-by-play and Devin Gardner, the color analyst. Hey, this is Wyoming Preview. This is Wyoming Cowboys Talk. I'm Cody Beers. Hey, go Pokes!
Prices are going up all over. Food prices, fuel prices, tires, oils, you name it. But there's one thing that hasn't gone up. WRTA bus lines will still get you where you need to go in Fremont County for the same low price they've always had. Just $1 one way. How can you beat that? See WRTAbuslines.com for the new fall route schedule. Save hundreds of dollars every month and use the WRTA to travel to and from the Riverton Airport. See WRTAbuslines.com for details. And remember, don't drink and drive, wear your seatbelts, and keep all 4 wheels on the road. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why John Shade is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers football on KFCW. For all of your investment needs, call John Shade at 335-7722 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Hello, everyone. This is Cody Beers with the Wyoming Prep Report for Friday, October 29th. It's quarterfinals time in Wyoming high school football. And in Class 4A, it's number 8, Cheyenne Central, at number 1, Sheridan, 6 p.m. kickoff. Number 5, Thunder Basin, at number 4, Natrona, 6 p.m. Number 7, Kelly Walsh, at number 2, Rock Springs. And number 6, Campbell County, at number 3, Cheyenne East. That's a 6 p.m. kickoff. In Class 3A, it's the 4th seed out of the West, Powell, playing the 1st seed out of the East, Douglas, at 6 p.m. It's the number 3 seed out of the East, Buffalo, taking on the number 2 seed out of the West, Jackson, at 3 p.m. kickoff. Number 4 out of the East, Worland, at number 1 out of the West, Cody, 6 p.m. And number 3 out of the West, Star Valley, and number 2 out of the East, Lander. That's a 5 p.m. kickoff. In Class 2A, it's 4th-seeded Bighorn at 1st-seeded Lyman, 1 p.m. kickoff. Number 3, Big Piney at number 2, Wheatland, 7 p.m. Number 4, Cokeville at number 1, Torrington, 6 p.m. And number 3, Upton Sundance at number 2, Lovell. That's a 6 p.m. kickoff. Class 1A 9-man, it's the 4th seed out of the East, Wright, at the 1st seed out of the West, Shoshone, 5 p.m. kickoff. Number 3, Wind River at number 2, Lusk, 6 p.m. kickoff. Number 4, Riverside at number 1, Pine Bluffs, 2 p.m. And number 3, Southeast at number 2, Rocky Mountain, 6 p.m. Class 1A 6-man, number 4, Dubois at number 1, Hewlett. That one kicks off at noon. Number 3, Guernsey at number 2, Encampment, 1 p.m. kickoff. Number 4, KC at number 1, Snake River, 2 p.m. kickoff. And number 3, Meeteetse at number 2, Midwest, 5:30 p.m. kickoff. Semifinals Friday, November 5th, Saturday, November 6th. These are the playoff semifinal potential matchups in Class 4A, and these will be played at the higher seed until we get to Laramie. Cheyenne Central, Sheridan winner at Thunder Basin, Natrona winner. Kelly Walsh, Rock Springs winner versus Campbell County, Cheyenne East winner. In Class 3A, it's the Powell Douglas winner against Buffalo and Jackson winner. And Worland and Cody winner versus Star Valley and Lander winner. In Class 2A, either Bighorn or Lyman will play Big Piney or Wheatland. Cokeville and Torrington will play either Upton Sundance or Lovell. In Class 1A 9-man, it'll be Wright or Shoshone taking on Wind River or Lusk. And Riverside and Pine Bluffs winner versus Southeast and the Rocky Mountain winner. In Class 1A 6-man, the Dubois Hewlett winner versus Guernsey Encampment winner. And KC Snake River winner versus Meeteetse or Midwest winner. The championships take place at War Memorial Stadium in Laramie on Friday, November 12th. It will be the Class 1A 6-man championship. That one's at noon. And then the Class 3A championship is on Friday, November 12th at 3 p.m. On Saturday, November 13th, the Class 2A championship at 10 a.m. The Class 1A 9-man championship is at 1 p.m. on Saturday, November 13th. And the Class 4A championship wraps up championship weekend at 4 p.m. on Saturday, November 13th. Hey, it's playoff time in Wyoming football. Enjoy the ride, have fun, root for your team. This is Cody Beers with the Wyoming Prep Report. Have a great Friday.
Welcome to my kitchen.
Mama's Kitchen in Lander is ready to wow you with their home-style fixins. Visit the coffee corner and don't forget to try Mama's biscuits, made just the way her Mama made them. And the Mama before that. With local and specialty ingredients making up their cuisine, it'll be the place you can't get enough of.
And just simple, tastes good, delicious, get me all ready for the day.
Down to earth, and yes, I would definitely come back.
Home cooking like you've never tasted before. 260 Grandview Drive in Lander.
Come on down to Mama's!
Joining me now is head football coach of the Lander Valley Tigers, John Scott, on our Bailey Tire and Auto Service pregame show. And, Coach, we've been talking the last couple of weeks about how important these last three games were, and the team came through.
We finished it up. It's not very often that you reduce a whole season into 3 games, but, that was kind of our focus. We were trying to come off that 4-game skid and really rededicated our focus on the 3 winnable games. And in doing that, we would have to, really increase our mental focus and just really go out and play like there's nothing to lose, but knowing that there was a reward, if we could go out and we could really take care of those things that had been, hampering us, the previous weeks. And so it was a real good finish to what we reduced our season to.
Well, you needed 9 points, and you got 10 in the win from Buffalo, and you had a couple of big defensive plays that helped keep that 10-point lead there late in the game.
We did. We probably played as complete a game as we have played all season on, all aspects of the offense, the defense. Got a couple big kick returns, that gave us some field position, fielded everything, and so those went a long way in securing that win for us. We had two guys handling a lot of those kicking duties, and having minimal time to kind of perfect themselves, but we did a good job of punting the ball, of covering on kickoffs, and then what it came down to is we were kind of forced to go for a couple 2-point conversions that worked our way, and really that spelled the difference in giving us that 10-point cushion.
Yeah, and you denied Buffalo a 2-point conversion as well.
Yeah, right. And, during the course of the year, Coach Reagan had brought that up to the kids, that a lot of times football gets reduced to 5 plays. You never know which 5 they're going to be, but that stopping that 2-point conversion at that point proved itself to be one of those big plays, and ultimately did give us that 10-point difference.
Well, now you've got the Star Valley Braves coming into Lander, and both teams, yours and Star Valley's, have the exact same record, 4-4 overall and 3-2 in conference. What are you expecting from Star Valley? They have a pretty good offense.
I expect them to really come in and want to flex their muscles. I really do. I think they've got a great combination of size and speed, with their perimeter guys, and they use them a lot in carrying the ball to that perimeter. But they also, really want to come out and I think and establish themselves as a physical dominance of, they're accustomed to, if something's working, they're going to keep running it. If something didn't work, well, they're going to run it again and get it right. And they take it right down and really just try to see if they can't squelch your will, right away, and establish that mindset. So, and if we overbalance to that and sell out to that, which we kind of got to do, but then they do have the talent to, okay, they get you all in the box, and now they're going to use their speed and some of their passing to the outside. So a very well-balanced team defensively as well. And, their 4-4 come about, they played 2 top tier teams in Idaho on their preseason, schedule. And then, of course, we know how that West is over there with, you play Cody, Jackson, Powell. You consistently play those teams within a touchdown. We know how competitive they are and how that whole top 4 over there was just a score or 2 from everybody changing their order. So I think they want to get back into that championship mode, and we're their first stop.
And of course, they've got a lot of kids out for football. When I received their roster, there's like 78 kids on their roster. Not all of them play, of course, but that means they have depth and balance.
Yeah, great depth. That's not their freshmen. With their freshmen, the roster I got, 120 plus kids, and wow. We're 5 freshmen make up our 26 that we've got suited up today. So it is, and that depth does a lot of things. It creates competition at positions. It lets them use fresh bodies for a lot of their special teams, and it's definitely to their advantage, to have it. But we are what we are. We've known that our depth was going to be a thing, and we've worked, to get a mindset of our own that, someday you'll reflect back on it and say, what, I was an Ironman football player. I never came off.
Yeah, really. One of the things that I noticed in last week's game was the front of the Tiger offensive line was doing a great job in creating those holes for Jace LeClaire, who had another spectacular day in running.
He's just getting a little bit more comfortable back there, all the time, and he just has those slippery hips and does just a great job of being one of those reaction running backs when he sees just that ability to see something kind of clogged up. He can just slip that. And then, like you said, we got back, had to make a change in the offensive line, having been a guy down for the rest of the season, so we had to slide a couple guys out and put them in not really new positions. They interchange a lot, but one for that week. And when it did come down to it, we needed a 9-minute drive. You don't get those very often, but that's what we were able to produce. And I thought the defensive line was a difference maker in both offense and defense for us last week, in that Buffalo game.
Yeah, and it was that 9-minute drive. You were able to run the clock out, and that's always a nice thing to do.
Well, it is. I mean, especially when you're getting, to second and that our first downs really were productive in running the ball. When you're getting down to second and 3 or 4, you can pretty much kind of create a mindset that okay, we've got 3 downs to get 4 yards and keep this thing moving. And with that, Ernie, you've got to protect the ball. And so we had good meshes. There was one little problem in the backfield once where we missed a handoff, but Brennan, gaining that quarterback experience, didn't panic and was able actually to follow up the hole and gained a big first down with that. So just kind of some of that headsy stuff and that we're getting comfortable with what we're doing.
Now, last year you lost in the quarterfinals to Powell. Is this some kind of an incentive for the team to make sure you don't drop 2 in a row in the quarters?
Well, it would have been already 4 in a row because we haven't gotten through the quarters yet. So it's always been at the back of our minds, that to take, one more and one more step. I mean, that's the ultimate, goal for every one of these teams, regardless if you're a 1 seed, a 4 seed, is extend your season one more game, get into that semifinal. And that's no different this year. It's just that, you've got to play through the teams that we've been confronted with have had that playoff experience to go all the way to a championship game. And we're still kind of trying to figure out what that feels like. And I think in opposition to that, Star Valleys, the Powells, they know what they'd be missing out on if they didn't get through this first round. We don't know what that feels like yet to have played beyond and what we don't want to give up, because I think, the same thing. Star Valley isn't happy probably with a 3 seed this year, a 4 seed a year ago, especially when they've been in the number of state championship games that they've been in the last 5-6 years. And so sometimes you play not to give something up as opposed to what you might achieve. And I think, that's what we kind of see with Star Valley. They know what a loss would do, and we haven't tasted what a win would do. So that's the ultimate goal, is to play our very best, give the best effort, and be as prepared as we can be, and then let the chips fall where they may.
And health of the team, are we in good shape?
We didn't lose anybody last week, which was really good to come back and be able to go through special teams, depth chart, and offense, defense, and not have to move anybody around. Jesse Dollard, who had started all year long, we knew we were going to not get him back from his appendectomy. And, Matisse is, a kid who wants to be back out there, but has to make a judgment, on where he is with his health, his knee. But he was able to run around and do some things with us, and we'll know more as we get closer to game time where we might be able to use him defensively a little bit. And actually, he doesn't kick too bad left-footed either.
Well, Coach, thank you for joining us on the Bailey Tire and Auto Service Center pregame show, and good luck against the Braves.
Thanks, Ernie. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, very good.
The team at Lander Dental provides a wide range of services, including preventive, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry in a caring, comfortable setting. Lander Dental Group, 799 South 2nd Street in Lander.
It's Physical Therapy Month.
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 It's Physical Therapy Month. October is National Physical Therapy Month, and here at Teton Therapy, we are celebrating all month long. In our Lander and Riverton clinics, we're hosting special events, celebrations, and great giveaways for our patients, past, present, and future. Check us out at Teton Therapy PC on Facebook for more details.
Whatever. I like April better.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Okay, back at Bill Bush Memorial Stadium. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of this afternoon's playoff game, the quarterfinal game. We did have some final scores that I can relate to you here. Congratulations to the DuBois Rams. They defeated the Hewlett Red Devils. Red Devils were undefeated, and they played in Hewlett, and now DuBois will advance to the semifinals. Encampment defeated Guernsey this afternoon 68-0, and Little Snake River over KC 62-8.
I'm Bo Clark, coach of the University of Wyoming rodeo team, reminding you that putting on a seatbelt doesn't take 8 seconds, and it can save your life.
Go folks, buckle up!
I think the world needs more cowboys.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Welcome back to Bill Bush Memorial Stadium in Lander. We're just seconds away from the start of this quarterfinal football game between the Lander Tigers and the Star Valley Braves. It's a beautiful night for football here in Fremont County. There's no wind at all. Beautiful sunny. The mountains look spectacular in the background. And for the Tigers, Star Valley won the toss and they elected to defer. So we have for the Tigers, Jonah Brown and Tissot Gwena back to receive the kick. The punter is Mikkel Merritt, and he has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Star Valley in their white uniforms, trimmed in red. There's the wobbly kick, comes down to Tissot Gwena at the 5-yard line. He's up to the 20, up to the 25-yard line, and that's where he's going to be stopped right there. Well, he had a lane for a little bit, Josh.
Yeah, Tissot Gwena came in a little bit of hesitation there, trying to let his blockers in front of him get a good lane set up. Unfortunately, they couldn't quite do it. Still get it to the 25-yard line, 5 yards further than if they would have had a fair catch. So we'll see if the Tigers can go down and keep this streak going to score it on their first possession.
Okay, Lander has the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Brennan Stauffenberg is in the shotgun. He hands off on the near side to Jace LeClaire. Jace doesn't get much. He tried to break around the corner, and Star Valley had that covered.
Jace LeClaire did a good job last week, next man up mentality with the injury to Weaver. He comes in and he had over 125 yards at least, a couple touchdowns as he was just able to run all over the Buffalo Bison. Hopefully the Tigers are able to do that same thing against this Braves defense.
2 receivers split out wide to the left side, 1 man in the backfield with Stauffenberg as LeClaire. Stauffenberg takes 3 steps back, throws it down to Corvopalo, who has a first down near the 40-yard line.
Good little timing pass there by Stauffenberg to Corvopalo. The Braves were sitting in a 2-deep zone where the safeties just sit back about 15, 20 yards deep. And basically what they do is keep everything in front of them. Stauffenberg realized that, saw that Corvopalo was in the middle of that soft spot in the zone. Good timing pass right in his chest. First down, Tigers.
13-yard pass play. Here's the handoff, goes to Jace LeClaire, and he's met behind the line of scrimmage. Great defensive pursuit that time, and coming in and making that stop is their number 1 rusher, Lane Oesch.
Lane Oesch last week against the Green River Wolves. He had 14 rushes for over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's a little under 16 yards a clip. Great game for him. Looks like he does pretty well on defense as well.
Twins off to each side. Corvopalo in the gun, getting a call from Coach John Scott from the sideline. 2nd down, 11 yards to go for the Tigers. There's the snap, 2-step drop, long pass downfield is caught by Brown. Brown at the 22-yard line, 1st and 10 Tigers.
Stauffenberg just threw a gorgeous pass on that one, had enough air under it. He saw that Brown had to step on the cornerback, Winston Green. The high safety Colt Hoops for the Braves was late coming over. Stauffenberg put it right in the breadbasket. Good pass play. First down, Tigers, as they're in the red zone.
40-yard pass play for the Tigers at the 23-yard line. Stauffenberg looks in to get the signal from the coaching staff. He's got it now. LeClaire behind him as the tailback gets the call. He busts straight up the middle of the line, about 5 yards, and just right up the gut.
Had he not been tripped by Lucas Chappell for the Braves, he'd probably still be running in the end zone. Just the safety to beat had Chappell not been able to bring him down. It's still a good gain. They're still ahead of schedule here. It'll be 2nd and 5 as the Tigers have it just inside the Braves' 20-yard line.
And they're on the hash mark on the near side of the field. Stauffenberg back. There's the pass. It goes to LeClaire, and he's down at the 15-yard line. That'll be 2 yards short of the first down.
Tigers set up a screen pass there to the halfback. All the linemen pulling to the near side, setting up blocks in front of him to give him a running lane. Unfortunately, that ball by Stauffenberg was just a little bit wide and behind him, so it took a little readjusting for LeClaire to pick that one up on the catch. Still positive gain, be 3rd and short for the Tigers.
All right, under center is Stauffenberg. He rolls to his right side, throws into the end zone, touchdown to Corvopalo. Tigers score 6 on the pass play.
I wasn't quite sure if that one was intercepted by the cornerback of the Braves or if it went into Corvopalo's hands. That was a really tight window. Stauffenberg saw that Corvopalo had just enough room. He thread the needle in there. Tigers on the board first. 8:19 left in the first quarter. They're ahead 6-0.
The extra point attempt is up, and it is good. And that was Matisse Weaver who came into the game to kick that extra point.
Tigers ahead 7-0 on the Tigers scoreboard. 8:19 left in the first quarter. We'll be back right after this.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better.
And going deep for Star Valley to receive the kick at about the 8-yard line, we have Winston Green and Caleb Fila. And to kick it off is Robert Covapalo at the 40-yard line. Kicking to the north, there's a nice end-over-ender, and it's going to come down to Fila. Fila at about the 7-yard line, runs to the right-hand side, gets one block, but not another, and that's where his run will end, just across the 15-yard line.
Tigers did a great job on that return. They kept extending the play, setting the edge. Fila had really no run lanes, no cutback lanes at all. They extended all the way out the perimeter, and they kept them inside the 20. They returned it only about 10 yards to the 16.
And the quarterback is ready to go, and that's Tate McClure. McClure gives a handoff on the near side. A little bit of running room, about 5 yards. Carrying the ball is Oish. He's their leading rusher, a senior, and he moves the ball up to the 15 or to the 20-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play.
Osh was trying to find somewhere to go on that one. It looked like he initially had a good running lane, but it closed up quickly. Tiger defense did a really good job surrounding him and bringing him down.
Back in the formation, there's a little handoff pitch to Winston Green, and that doesn't go anywhere.
That's going to be a tackle for loss for the Tiger defense. It was a little shovel pass forward to Green from the quarterback McClure, and Tigers did a good job on the far side reading it, seeing that it was the jet sweep. They brought him down for a loss of 2 yards. It'll make it 3rd and 8 for the Braves.
3rd down, 8 yards to go. Big play here for the Tiger defense. Under center, there's the handoff. Running room. We've got a 1st down for Star Valley, as running the ball that time was Osh.
Osh is a big, fast guy. Looks like he's got a low center of gravity. He hit that hole hard. He went right through it. He saw his opening, got in the second level super fast. And not often you see a halfback draw on 3rd and long. 1st down for the Braves.
10 yards on 2 carries now for Osh, and there's the handoff to the first man through, and that's Green. And Green gets collared for a short gain, and not much there. Covapalo in on the stop for Lander. It's at the 30-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Braves at the 30-yard line. Tigers need to do the best they can to try and slow down this Braves rushing attack.
There we go on the outside, another jet sweep close to the 1st down marker, as Osha's he's their leading carrier in the game. He averages quite a few yards a game, and there he made up a bunch there. Went from the 30 to the 37-yard line. He needs 1 more yard. There's Osh the carry. He's got the 1st down. Still going, as he struggled ahead to the 45-yard line. Nice 8-yard carry that time by Osh.
Osh doing a really good job finding his running lanes, but he's also being patient as well. He's waiting for his linemen to set up his blocks and find that lane for him. But as soon as he does, he's made the first man miss just about every time he's carried the ball.
And here we go now. Hash mark, far side, right at the 45-yard line. There's the pitch, goes over to Osh, and Osh on a nice play by the defense. They tried a little trickeration that time, Josh, and it didn't work, and there's only about a yard gain on the play.
Yeah, Tissaguena read it from his defensive position. He saw the fake jet sweep. It went to the zone read to the running back, and he brought him down. Good form tackle, bringing him down short on that first down carry.
McClure under center, lifts his leg. There's the pitch out to the near side to Osh. He's got some running room. There's a missed tackle, and he's down at the 45 in Lander territory. And let's see who did that tackle. It was Jack Pasquinelli, and it's going to be marked short of the first down. So they will have it at the 46-yard line of Lander. That was a 9-yard rush. Here's the pitch to Osh. He's got the first down, but it's pushed back. Now he breaks away. He broke the tackle. He's on the right side, picks up all the way inside the 40.
Another time where Osh just was patient. He saw that the inside was clogged. He had enough yardage for the first down, but then he saw there was a bunch of room on the outside, so he bounced it outside, got around the perimeter, and got around the corner for a big gain. 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Braves have the ball, and they are driving.
No score in the game. First down and 10, and we have timeout for the Lander Tigers. They lead in this game 7-0, 3:54 to go in the first period.
Expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
This will be the 10th play of the drive for the Star Valley Drives. This drive started at their own 16-yard line. In the gun now is the quarterback, McCall. He gives it off to Osh. He slips away from one tackler, slips away from another, breaks away inside the 20. He's down inside the 15-yard line before the Tigers finally get a hold of him. And coming down that time and making that tackle was Frank Romejo.
I don't know what's going on with the Tiger defense, but they need to figure out that you are not going to bring this guy down by arm tackles up high in his chest. He's able to just truck every single person and shrug them off. You need to get in front of him, get low, drive him backwards, and stop trying to do these little shiver push arm tackles. They do that, and he's going to run all over this Tiger defense.
First down, 10 yards to go on a 25-yard run. There's the gain inside the 5-yard line. And Osh again carrying that football and picks up quite a few yards down inside there from the 14 down to the 5-yard line. So needs 1 yard for the first down. They come out of the huddle. McCall under center. There's the snap, handoff to Osh. He finds a hole, and he falls into the end zone. No, going to be short. He's going to be short. It looked like he had fallen in, but just short. So that's only going to be a 4-yard gain down to the 1-yard line for Osh.
And that will make it 1st and goal for the Braves as they set up with the heavy set under center.
Whistle, and what do we have? I don't see a flag.
False start.
Oh, false start on the Braves. So that's the first penalty of Star Valley here in the game, and it's a 5-yarder, and that'll move the ball back from the 1 to the 6. on the penalty. So 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. They're driving into the sun, under center. Handoff goes on the near side. Osh has it, and he's in for the touchdown. We had a new quarterback that time, and that was 11. That was Tristan Hilton, the quarterback. So Osh gets the call, and he gets the touchdown. And this was at the first quarter, 2:34 to go. And here's the PAT attempt to tie it up. Kicking is Mikel Merritt. Merritt gets the kick down. It's up, and it's good. So Merritt gets the PAT, and the score goes 7-7, Lander and Star Valley.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Halloween is a lot of fun. Who doesn't enjoy seeing kids on a candy hunt? But while you're driving the kids around town, remember to focus on safety. Watch out for youngsters who may dart into your path without warning. Be extra careful around pedestrians. And always be sure that you and everyone in your vehicle wears a seatbelt. And if you're on foot this Halloween, be sure to wear bright, reflective clothing to be extra visible. This message is brought to you by Buckle Up for Life, Wyoming.
Well, that was a 13-play, 84-yard drive by Star Valley, and we now have a 7-all score, 2:32 to go here in the first period of play. Mikel Merritt to line it up for the kick, and it is Brown and Gwynna back for the Tigers. It's a low line drive kick picked up by Brown. Brown moves to his left side at the 20-yard line, moves ahead to the 25 before he's finally tripped up there. So Brown gets it from the 5 to the 25-yard line, so that'll be another 25-yard gain or return by Brown. Nice return by Brown.
See if the Tiger offense can come out and answer to the drive brought by the Braves. If it keeps this up, it's going to be a barn burner track race, and see which defense can get the key stop to get their team ahead.
Okay, we have one receiver out on the right side. Tight end is there on the right. Handoff goes up the middle. Carrying it is Jace LeClaire. And LeClaire goes ahead for a few yards. And do we have a fumble on the play? I didn't think we had a fumble, but Star Valley's jumping up. No, they rule it a fumble by LeClaire, and it's a turnover, Tigers, and Star Valley gets the ball in great field position down at the 27-yard line. Wow.
Yeah, it's looking like LeClaire was down, but all of a sudden the Star Valley sideline was hooting and hollering, and a bunch of their defensive players were pointing in the direction that they had possession of the ball. Referees rule in their favor, and the Braves now have it in Tiger territory.
McCall under center for the Star Valley Braves. I hand off to Osh, and he is stopped cold on the run on the outside. He's still trying to go, and now they finally get him stopped. And looks like Ernest Calabro was in there. Also Tisso Gwynna. And the gain is to the... Oh, yeah, we have a flag on the play. And there will be a walk-off. So that play will be negated. And they're walking it off from the spot of the foul, and it'll go back to the 35-yard line. So that is a 10-yard penalty. They've been penalized twice for 15 yards. That'll scratch that run off the play, and the penalty goes back to the 35-yard line on the penalty. Under center, rolling off the pass, hands off to Osh. Osh has got some running room. He's at the 25, and he is finally drugged down inside the 25-yard line. And that was a really good move that time by the quarterback, McClure.
Yeah, Tigers bit on the fake. Looked like it was going to be a play-action pass, when in actuality it was just a delayed draw for Osh. Everybody on the Tiger defense up front gave all the pressure to the quarterback. They left Osh open. He got in the second level, so he got all that yardage back from the penalty and an additional 5 yards.
Yeah, 13 yards on the carry. 73 yards. There's the middle, and the Tigers just miss it. Cove Apollo jumped on it, but it squirted away from him. And then jumping on and recovering was Lucas Chappelle.
Yeah, it looked like there was a little bit of a discrepancy on the handoff there between the quarterback and the running back. It looked like Tigers got good pressure inside. They were able to squirt that ball loose. Coiv Apollo had the initial jump on it, squirted out from underneath him, and Star Valley was able to recover. As it looks like Tiger defense now is jumped off sides.
Yeah, that's the first penalty against Lander here today. And we have 54 seconds to go, under a minute. So that penalty brings the ball down to the 23-yard line on the penalty. And it is third down for Star Valley. Hilton is the new quarterback. No, here we go. McClure is back in there. Hand off to Osh. Osh on the jet sweep. Corvapolo misses the tackle, and he gets away for a first down. Corvapolo had him around the shoulders, and he just snuck right through there.
Yeah, Corvapolo was in the right spot. He had the positioning. He needed everything he needed to do. But again, you can't arm tackle him up high. He's a big, girthy guy, and he's just got brute strength. You got to make sure and form tackle him, get ahead of him, drive him backwards.
Okay, first down and 10 at the Tiger 15-yard line. There's the pitch. It goes to Green. Green makes a couple of moves and gets a few yards, not many, maybe down to the 13-yard line. We'll see. Good, and we have another flag, and we have a holding against Star Valley.
If it wasn't for all these penalties saving the Tigers, they would be severely further behind in this game already. I don't know what is going on, but they are missing several tackles. They're not doing the basis fundamentals for defense, and Coach Scott is getting even more and more irate on the Tiger sideline.
And McClure, the quarterback, in the gun. Back to pass, first pass, and it's thrown good to Green, and Green is knocked down about the 22-yard line. First pass of the day by McClure, and it goes for 5 yards.
And the Tiger defender on the far side, the cornerback, made a good tackle, kept him from getting any further right after he caught the pass, and that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. After one, Lander Tigers, Star Valley Braves tied at 7.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear: the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The Smart.
Okay, here we go. McClure in the gun, back at the 28-yard line. Takes a 3-step drop, throws toward the end zone to Green. It's caught. Touchdown. Winston Green.
Green had about 6 steps on both the Tiger defenders. Looks like there was a miscommunication between Weaver and Gabe Harris. Weaver was at the safety position. I don't know if they got mixed up on their assignments, but Green was left wide open. Easy touchdown for the Braves.
Yeah, he was wide open in the right-hand corner. Here's the extra point attempt. The kick is up, it's high enough, it's long enough, and Merritt makes it good. So it is now 14-7, and that drive, Josh, was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plays.
8 plays, and the Braves decided to pull out the air attack on this drive as well. Before this drive, every single play they had was on the ground, and their quarterback can pass as well. Taft McClure put a pretty ball right where it needed to go to Green. Granted, he was wide open, but that was just great touch pass. Put it right where it needed to go, right on the border and the perimeter of the end zone. And the Braves take the first lead of the game with 11:54 here in the second quarter.
And the Tigers huddled around Coach John Scott. They're getting their instructions. And Star Valley coming out now, ready to kick the ball off at the 40-yard line. And it's Merritt, who is the kicker, who will put the ball down at the 40. Tigers go out. And down the court, it's going to be Jonah Brown and Tisso Gwynna for the return team. Gwynna on the far side, Brown on the near side. We've only played 6 seconds of the second quarter. Here's Merritt now, getting ready to approach the football. There's the whistle. And here's the kick. And it's an end-over-ender that's going to bounce at the 20-yard line. And it's picked up by Brown, thankfully, and he returns it about 6 yards. If he hadn't done that, that could have been Star Valley's ball.
I had flashbacks to the Green River game when the Tigers pooched it like that. And, yeah, if Star Valley comes down, that's a live ball. It's not like a punt where if the kicking team touches it, then it's down right there. On a kickoff, it is a live ball until it is touched by either team. Luckily, Jonah Brown was paying attention, was able to cover it up, get a short return on it as well. Tigers start at their own 29-yard line.
First down, 10 yards to go. Brennan Stauffenberg, the quarterback, has Jace LeClaire in the backfield with him, 3 on the right side. Handoff goes to McClure, or to Jace LeClaire, and he gets across the 30-yard line to about, they might call it, it's the 31-yard line. So 2-yard gain on the play by Jace LeClaire. He has 5 carries now and 11 yards.
Tiger offense trying to find some sort of traction here. Their first drive went excellent. The next couple, unfortunately, have kind of stalled out, and one ending to a turnover. See if Stauffenberg can turn the tide here for the Tiger offense.
He's in the gun. Tailback is LeClaire. There's the snap. Fake the handoff. Under pressure is Stauffenberg. He hails one down court, and it's into the Star Valley bench. So it's an incomplete pass by Stauffenberg, and that time there were 4 Star Valley Braves chasing him over to that right side.
Yeah, you can put that one up to the defensive coverage for the Star Valley Braves in the secondary. Every single receiver was covered, and unfortunately, they weren't looking back at the quarterback to realize that he was scrambling out to his right. What you want to do at that point as a receiver is you want to come back towards your quarterback and present yourself and come back to the same direction that he's moving to, so he has an option to get out of there.
Stauffenberg fakes the handoff. There's the pass to Gwynna. Gwynna makes about 4 yards on the play before he's collared. Little pass out to the bubble screen. I'm sorry, that was Harris on the reception. And that will be good for 5 yards. So that was 5, and that went to Harris, 5 yards. And it's at the 35, and to punt it away. Let's see who's back there to punt. It's Brandon Stauffenberg to punt. He's back at the 20-yard line. There's the kick. It's kind of a wobbly one. It bounces at the 44, and it's picked up there by Green. Green runs to his backside. Now he's found a lane on the far side. He's got one man to beat. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. He's at the 10, and that's where his carry is going to end, at the 10-yard line. Tremendous run.
But we've got about 6 flags on the field.
A lot of flags on the play, so we'll see.
First one being back where he received it, about the 37-yard line. Looks like that one's going to be a hold or a block in the back against the Braves.
Yeah, it's going to be against Star Valley. Oh, there was Matisse Weaver. Personal foul against Star Valley. Well, I'm not sure what that call was. Kind of blinded by the sun here, but it was a personal foul, and they're going to mark it off from the side of the foul. And it goes back to the 18-yard line. So the penalty from the 35 to the 18 on the penalty. So they marked it off from the spot of the foul, which was well behind where Green caught the ball. So now it's first down. It'll be 10 yards to go. Star Valley has it at the 17-yard line. Or 18-yard line, I'm sorry. So, okay, first down, 10 yards to go, 9:56 to go in the first half, 14-7, Star Valley with the lead. They're at the 18. McClure is the quarterback. He's under center. Lifts his leg, and there's a pitch. Goes over to the far side. Carrying it is Osh, and Osh gets close to the first down. And looks like we have a... Oh, no, they're just... Did he get a first down on that?
Looks like they're going to give him the first down, but there is a Braves player down in significant pain. Looks like it's Harrison Hoops, the senior for the Braves. We'll go ahead and take time out. We'll be back after this with more Tiger football on 93.1 KFCW.
Prices are going up all over. Food prices, fuel prices, tires, oils, you name it. But there's one thing that hasn't gone up. WRTA bus lines will still get you where you need to go in Fremont County for the same low price they've always had. Just $1 one way. How can you beat that? See WRTAbuslines.com for the new fall route schedule. Save hundreds of dollars every month and use the WRTA to travel to and from the Riverton Airport. See WRTAbuslines.com for details. And remember, don't drink and drive, wear your seatbelts, and keep all 4 wheels on the road. That carry by Esch was enough for a Star Valley first down at the 28-yard line.
12-yard carry by Esch for the first down. Line of scrimmage is now down at the 30-yard line. Under center, McClure rolls back. There's the pitch to Osh. Jet sweep on the right side. He's knocked out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
And we got
That's going to be...
got a flag back at the 25.
There's a flag back at the 25-yard line, and that usually would indicate something against the offense. Star Valley's had quite a few penalties in this game. They had one. This is their 4th penalty. Lander has been penalized once. They're going to move the ball back to the 23-yard line. So that is where they will run, and that's a 5-yarder. So that is, they're moving backwards, Josh. Here's Osh again. This time the left side carry, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. He's up about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it'll mark it at the 30-yard line.
Oh, 30, I'm sorry.
2nd and 8 for the Braves. Unfortunately, the Tigers know that they're going to run the ball. They're stacking the box, putting 7 and 8 guys up. Looks like they've got 9 in the box now.
Back to pass, and the handoff, the pitch on the far side. First down, Star Valley across the 40. A nice jet sweep there. And that was that Osh?
No, that was...
I couldn't tell.
I think it was Isaac Neild. McClure went back. He faked the pitch out to Osh, who went in the flat, and he gave it to the up back, who was Neild, I believe, who was able to get past the Tiger defense, who bit on the fake. They went to the near side when the run. Neild went to the far side. 1st and 10 for the Braves.
Okay, they're nearing midfield. Here's the handoff again. It goes to Osh, and he gets a first down run.
Gabe Harris, the one on the tackle for the Tigers, but unfortunately it wasn't until after Osh got another 10 yards. That one, they'll mark it just inside the 50 at Tiger 49. Braves ground and pound is working very well against the Tiger defense right now.
Osh has 12 carries, 110 yards in the game. There's a shovel pass, and it doesn't go anywhere. Pass was to Zach Patterson, and Patterson caught behind the line of scrimmage. First time we've seen the shovel pass tonight.
Tigers did a good job there. They're able to read it and stuff the running back to prevent them from going where they needed to. Not quite sure why McClure decided to give it to him right there, as the Tiger defense was literally right behind the running back and both people that were there. So that'll go as a pass for -4 yards. Make it 2nd and 14 for the Braves. 7:15 left in the second quarter.
Star Valley up to the line of scrimmage. Hash mark far side. Under center is McClure. One man in motion is Green. Here's the pitch to Osh. Flag on the play. Osh gets down to the Tiger 45, but this one's coming back. And let's see what we've got. 6:58 to go until halftime. 14-7, Star Valley is the score. Officials are huddling there.
Got one flag at the 46 and one flag right at midfield.
Okay, here comes the umpire. We have a block in the back against Star Valley. After the play, unsportsmanlike Star Valley. 2 penalties against Star Valley. Block in the back for 10 yards and then a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a late hit or somebody was getting a little testy and said something, but since it was a dead ball foul, you'll accept both of them. So on the holding or block in the back, I couldn't tell which one it was. Both of them are, the signs are about the same. That's 10 yards, unsportsmanlike conduct. That's 15. So now that's going to drive the ball back to the 22-yard line. They need to get to the Tiger 39 for a first down.
And it is 2nd down. Let's see if we go and see another pass. In the gun is McClure. He rolls to his right side, throws. It's caught, and the tackle is made well short of the first down. Carrying the football was Caleb Spalding. So Spalding got the pass, and it went to the, where are they going to call it? The 34-yard line. So that was a nice pass that time of 12 yards. And that went to Stewart, 12. Big 3rd down play here, 3rd and 27. McClure back to pass. Looks to his right, throws, nowhere to go with that, as he is smothered back after he let the pass go, and the pass just landed harmlessly about 10 yards away from anyone.
Tigers did a good job. Their front four was able to get through that Star Valley offensive line. I saw Coy Apollo, as well as may have been Weaver that was up there.
Yeah.
Pressure for the Tigers. They hit McClure right as he was throwing the ball, which it floated a little bit and fell to the turf right about midfield. Braves will be forced to punt.
Court Hilton is back to pass, or to punt. There's a high punt. Fair catch called for by Tisogwena at the 31-yard line. So that's where Lander will start at the 31. And the sun goes down behind the Wind Rivers, and the temperature drops about 6 degrees.
And now we can see again.
Yeah. Now with the sun directly in our face, it was really hard to read the Lander numbers when they were on the south end of the field. Well, look at all the people here starting to put their coats on.
Yeah, everybody had the same idea. As soon as the sun dropped, the temperature dropped. You can see the field again. So hopefully calling out players and numbers will be easier now that we're not blinded.
All right, Stauffenberg goes under center. Lander 1st and 10. They have the ball at the 31-yard line in Star Valley territory. One man in the backfield. Handoff is faked. Stauffenberg passes. The pass is knocked down. Nice defensive effort by Lucas Chappelle.
Yeah, that was a good job by Chappell, and quite honestly, that's probably the best thing that could have happened for Stauffenberg there. I don't know if he was trying to throw it away or if he was trying to throw it to Brown on the near side, but he was completely covered. If that ball was going to Brown, it was definitely going to be intercepted. So we'll call this one a break for the Tigers with the incomplete pass, still have possession. 2nd and 10 with 6 minutes left in the first half.
And that was fundamental defensive football, too. With you get in the backfield, put your hands up in the air, and it deflected the pass. In the gun now is Stauffenberg, 2 men in the backfield, rolls back to pass, and passes it to Larvey, but he doesn't go. He's going to lose yardage back to the 27-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 on the play.
Kyson Hebden for the Star Valley Braves read it, saw the screen, came out from his defensive tackle position. He's going to get lucky that he wasn't going to be called for taunting there. He stood over the receiver of the Tigers and made the incomplete call, staring right at him, right over the top of him. Had this been the NFL, that was definitely a 15-yard penalty.
3rd down, 14 yards to go for the Tigers. There's the snap. Stauffenberg passes down, caught by Gwena. Gwena gets away. He's got the first down and more. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 35-yard line. Tisso Gwena with a big catch and a great throw by Stauffenberg.
Tisso Gwena, the senior for the Tigers, one of the big men that has been leading this offensive charge. He made a man miss. He got to the outside. He had a blocker ahead of him. The only man he had to beat was Colton Hoops on the far side. He's able to get through there. Hoops pushed him out of bounds, but not until after he crossed midfield. Tigers have it 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Just under 5 minutes left to play in the second quarter.
38-yard pass play that time. Here we go on the near side. And it's Harris with the carry. And Harris on the sweep on the left side gets down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Good.
Only a gain of 2.
That was a gain of 8.
Oh, I'm sorry, gain of 8. Maybe I need a nap at halftime. In the gun. 4:12 to go, first period of play. LeClaire moves to his left shoulder. There's the handoff to LeClaire. LeClaire gets down to the 20-yard line. It's a first down for the Tigers on the carry. Well, I'm sorry, it's short. I thought he crossed the 20, but it's 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
Yeah, he had a good burst there as he came on the near side on the halfback draw. Stauffenberg did a good job on the fake, holding it as long as he could. Gave it to LeClaire. He had a good burst, but that near side linebacker was able to wrap him up and drive him backwards. It'll be 3rd and less than a yard for the Tigers. The line to gain at the 21.
3:20 to go here in the first half of play. Tigers trail by 7. There's the handoff to LeClaire, and he's met right at the line to gain. I think he's got the first down, though, Josh.
Yeah, they're going to give him forward progress at the 20-yard line. Tigers did a good job of just loading the box there and having 2 of the other running backs in front of LeClaire. Made a good hole for him. Be 1st and 10 for the Tigers' 20-yard line as they are inside the red zone again, looking to try and tie this game up before halftime.
3 minutes to go, as you just said. Sun setting behind the Wind Rivers. This is one of the prettiest football fields in Wyoming. Bighorn has a nice one, so does Tongue River. Okay, there's the pass, and it's knocked down. Wow, what a defensive move that time by Lucas Chappelle.
Yeah, he's gotten through there, and Chappell's doing a really good job. If he's not able to get to the quarterback, he puts those big mitts up, and he's quite a few inches taller than Stauffenberg is, and he's able to extend that reach. I think that's the 2nd or 3rd batted pass he's had already here in the first half.
You know, Josh, I think Star Valley is overall taller than the Tigers. There might be one Lander player that matches up, but they've got a lot of height. In the gun, rolling to his right side, got a man in the end zone, breaks away, there's the throw, touchdown, Tigers!
Well, I tell you what, Stauffenberg and his receiver on the far side did one amazing job. Stauffenberg got out of the sack. I thought he was minced meat. Got out of the sack, he threw it downfield. His receiver was able to come back, and he adjusted quite well. Came back for the ball, high-pointed it, and turned around before the defensive back did. That's going to be touchdown Tigers. 2:33 left in the second quarter. It is now 14-13 with the ensuing point-after attempt.
And there's Matisse Weaver, makes it, and the fire truck on the far side turns on its lights. Washington and Lee March playing in the background. It's 14-14.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why John Shade is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers football on KFCW. For all of your investment needs, call John Shade at 335-7722 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back to Bill Bush Memorial Stadium. Josh Henninger with Ernie over here in Lander as the Tigers are going against the Star Valley Braves in the Wyoming State quarterfinal football playoffs. That was a great play by Brennan Stauffenberg and Tisso Gwinna. As I was talking about, when your quarterback is scrambling, you want your receivers to pay attention, adjust, come back to the quarterback to present themselves. That's exactly what Gwinna did in the end zone. He saw Stauffenberg was in trouble. He broke off his route. He came back, noticed that his cornerback was still going with him into the corner, broke off, came back, open pass for Gwinna. Tigers tie it up, 2:33 left in the second quarter.
69-yard drive, 7 plays. Covapalo to kick the ball. It's a high end-over-ender, and it comes down to Caleb Fila. Fila is dropped, knocked out of, no, he reverses direction. Now he's dropped at the 25-yard line. He had more yardage that time, but he turned around and lost about 4 yards.
Yeah, he's a little bit shorter. I honestly lost him on the far side of the field. Couldn't quite tell where he was at. Looked like he may almost got spun out of bounds, but then he comes back. Had good return of about 12 yards to make it 1st and 10 for the Braves at their own 26-yard line.
In the gun, here's the handoff. It goes straight up the middle to Jake Hodges. Hodges with the carry, his second carry today. And, I'm sorry, that was Zach Patterson. Zach Patterson with the play. I need to put him in the score sheet here.
Good tackle there by Cunningham, coming from behind, wrapping his legs, bringing him down, making it 2nd and 7 for the Braves.
There's the play off to the right side. Running room, more running room. Breaks one tackle, doesn't break another, crosses the 50-yard line. Nice play on that time by Osh. He's got 110 yards, and that play goes from the 36 to the Tiger 47.
Just another good outside carry for Osh or Esh. I've heard it pronounced both ways. Either way, first down for the Braves as they cross midfield. It looks like the Tigers are going to be drawn off sides. So that'll give the Braves another free 5 yards.
The second penalty against Lander. They've only been penalized 10 yards, and the penalty makes it down to the 42, Josh. And it'll be 1st and 5. Minute 36 to go. Star Valley would like to take the lead again here before the end of the first half, and they're very capable of doing that. Up to the line now. McClure in the gun. There's the snap, the handoff.
Get him.
And they got him. It's Patterson. No, that was Osh. And Osh didn't make much, but maybe a yard on the play. They're going to mark it at the 42. So that is no gain on the play for Osh. That's the second time he's been held to no yardage.
2nd and 5 for the Braves. They're going to call timeout. 1:28 left here in the second quarter. We'll be back with more Tiger football right after this.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Star Valley up to the line. They're in the I formation. One man in the slot. Handoff goes to 87. That's Chase Spalding. Spalding goes around end for a first down to the 31-yard line of Lander. Spalding, his first carry this afternoon.
That was an interesting offset eye look, almost like a triple option formation you see with Air Force, as now they spread it out wide, 3 receivers near side on the first down.
Back to pass. There's a long pass downfield to the end zone, and it's incomplete at the 5-yard line. Tisogwena on the defense.
That was intended for Green. He had the step. It was a good pass. Green laid out for it, and unfortunately was not able to cradle it with his hands before he came down to the turf, and it does squirt out from underneath him. Incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line. 1 minute and 6 seconds left here in the second quarter. Tigers and Braves both have 2 timeouts remaining.
Twins out to the right side. One man in the slot. There's the handoff to Osh. He's tripped up behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going to lose some yardage. And another timeout by Star Valley.
That's going to be another tackle for loss for the Tigers. I believe that was either Frank Armejo or Ernesto Cabriales for the Tigers that got the tackle for loss. That'll force them backwards about 6 yards to make it 3rd and 15 for the Braves. Exactly 60 seconds left. Tiger defense starting to make a stand here.
Well, this is going to be a big play. It's 3rd down, 15 yards. We've seen that Taft McClure, the junior quarterback for the Star Valley Braves, can really throw the ball. He almost had 1st and goal at the 5, but the receiver couldn't hold on to it here 2 plays ago.
And the one thing you'll see here is just judging on the power of the kicks of the PATs and kickoffs so far, I don't believe that the kicker for the Braves has a strong enough leg to make a field goal from here. So I believe that this will be a little bit of that gray area, possibly 4-down territory for the Braves.
Okay, McClure is in the gun. Takes 3 steps back, throws down, it's caught. It's caught, but bringing Green down short of the first down. Good defensive play that time by the Tigers. Short of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and short. So the gain is to the 22, and they need the 21. There's the pitch to Osh. He's got the first down. He's down by about the 17-yard line. It'll be about a 5-yard gain for Osh.
That'll make it 1st down for the Braves. They'll mark it down at about the 17-yard line. Braves take one more timeout. We'll be back after this with more Tiger football.
Hi, I'm Mama. Welcome to my kitchen.
Mama's Kitchen in Lander is ready to wow you with their home-style fixins. Visit the coffee corner and don't forget to try Mama's biscuits, made just the way her Mama made them. And the Mama before that. With local and specialty ingredients making up their cuisine, it'll be the place you can't get enough of.
And just simple, tastes good, delicious, get me all ready for the day.
Down to earth, and yes, I would definitely come back.
Home cooking like you've never tasted before. 260 Grandview Drive in Lander.
Come on down to Grandma's.
McClure in the gun. 28 seconds to go in the first half. Score is tied. There's the snap. He goes back to pass in the middle, underneath, and it is touchdown to Green. Green had the caught and the touchdown, and the Star Valley Braves go ahead with 22 seconds to go.
I thought for sure Chase McClure batted that, or not McClure, sorry, Chase LeClaire was able to bat that one down to the turf, but it looked like Green was able to somehow get his hands around it. It'll be a score for the Braves. They're ahead 20-14 with 22 seconds left pending the PAT.
And here's the kick by Merritt, and it's right and true, and it is good. 22 seconds to go. It is Star Valley 21, Lander 14.
The team at Lander Dental provides a wide range of services, including preventive, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry in a caring, comfortable setting. Lander Dental Group, 799 South 2nd Street in Lander.
It's Physical Therapy Month.
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 It's Physical Therapy Month. October is National Physical Therapy Month, and here at Teton Therapy, we are celebrating all month long. In our Lander and Riverton clinics, we're hosting special events, celebrations, and great giveaways for our patients, past, present, and future. Check us out at Teton Therapy PC on Facebook for more details.
Whatever. I like April better.
Welcome back to Bill Bush Memorial Stadium. Josh Henninger, Ernie over here with you as we're just about to wrap up the first half of this quarterfinal matchup between the Lander Tigers and Star Valley Braves. Star Valley Braves able to have an extended drive and methodical, are able to come back from some major penalties and take the lead here as they look to kick it off with 22 seconds left in the second quarter.
Oh, it's a high end-over-end kick that's going to bounce out of bounds. And the flag comes out. It bounces out of bounds about the 24-yard line. That last Star Valley drive was 8 plays, 64 yards. Capped off by that 17-yard pass to Winston Green. No time off the clock, so the Tigers will have the benefit of a penalty, and it's going to go to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line, 22 seconds left. Tigers do still have 2 timeouts. I don't know if Coach Scott's going to want to play aggressive here on this one and maybe squeak in a score with a couple long pass plays, or if they're going to just take this deficit by 7 down into the locker room.
Twins on the right side. One man in the slot, in the gun. Stauffenberg rolls to his right. Pass caught. First down. Gwinna. He's still running. He's down to the 40-yard line.
Tissot Gwinna caught that long pass. He absolutely put the truck stick down on the Braves defender. He took one step, and at the same time, I'm pretty sure I felt the ground shake underneath me in the bleachers from that Braves defender getting absolutely pounded into the turf. Looks like he's trying to fight for some more yardage to get out of bounds. Was unable to do so, but they will cross midfield. Tigers have it at the Star Valley 41-yard line. They take one of their 2 remaining timeouts with 12 seconds left. As the wind is picking up a little bit now, it looks like it will be blowing into the face of the Tigers as they work right to left to the, what is that? That's the south.
Yep, coming out of the south. You can see the flags across the way are a little more active than they've been all day. As soon as that sun goes down, we get that clearance wind that comes off the east slope of the Wind River Range. So the big pass, 24 yards from Stauffenberg to Gwinna. Gwinna and Harris are split out wide to the left side. LeClaire in the backfield. In the gun, Stauffenberg fakes the pass. Now he throws it to Gwinna. Gwinna is got down to the 30-yard line, and he's tackled there, and Lander calls a timeout with 2 seconds to go.
I know what Gwinna's trying to do there. He's trying to find a hole and a seam to get through, but at that point he was already on the boundary. What you want to do is scamper out of bounds at that point. But Tigers did still have 1 remaining timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them. 21-14, Braves lead, 2 seconds left in the second quarter.
Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Back again, Bill Bush Stadium. 2 seconds left in the first half. The Tigers have it at the Star Valley 30. They've completed 2 passes. They started at their own 35, and now they're down at the Star Valley 30. So looks like Harris is splitting out wide to the right side. Kovapalo is also down there. Gwinna in the slot, in the gun. Big rush. There's the long pass into the end zone. It's caught! Oh, and dropped. Caught and dropped. Gwinna had it at the 5-yard line, but he took a hit.
He just got lit up by the Braves safety. He let go of the pass. It is going to be officially ruled incomplete, and he is still down on the turf. Tigers have already had a few of their key offensive players go down with injury, and there's definitely some holding of breaths here, hoping that Gwinna is able to recover. We'll go ahead and take a break. We'll be back after a few words with your halftime stats and have your halftime show. You're listening to Tiger Football here on 93.1 KFCW, as well as on YouTube on the WYO Today YouTube page.
I'm Bo Clark, coach of the University of Wyoming rodeo team, reminding you that putting on a seatbelt doesn't take 8 seconds, and it can save your life.
Go Pokes, buckle up. I think the world needs more cowboys.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Halloween is a lot of fun. Who doesn't enjoy seeing kids on a candy hunt? But while you're driving the kids around town, remember to focus on safety. Watch out for youngsters who may dart into your path without warning. Be extra careful around pedestrians. And always be sure that you and everyone in your vehicle wears a seatbelt. And if you're on foot this Halloween, be sure to wear bright, reflective clothing to be extra visible. This message is brought to you by Buckle Up for Life, Wyoming.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Okay, back again at Bill Bush Memorial Stadium. Star Valley leads Lander in this quarterfinal playoff game by 7, 21-14. And let's go over how the teams got to this point. Lander was the first to score in the first quarter at 8 minutes and 19 seconds on a 15-yard pass from Stauffenberg to Koivu-Palo and the PAT by Koivu-Palo. 7 plays, 75-yard drive, 7-0 Lander. Then Star Valley got on the board with 2:34 left in the period. A 6-yard rush by Osh, the PAT by Merritt, a 13-play, 84-yard drive, and the score was tied at 7. Star Valley then took the lead for the first time in the game in the second quarter at the 11:54 mark on a 22-yard pass from McClure to Green. That was an 8-play, 73-yard drive, 14-7 Star Valley. Lander answered in the second period with 3:33 to go in the half, a 20-yard pass from Stauffenberg to Tisso Gwena, the PAT added by Weaver, a 7-play, 69-yard drive, and it was 14-14. And then with just 22 seconds left in the first half, a 17-yard pass from McClure to Green, the PAT by Merritt. It was an 8-play, 64-yard drive by the Braves, and they took the lead 21-14. And Josh, Star Valley got a great boost with that last touchdown, and they get the ball to start the second half.
Forgot I turned my mic down. They do. They won the toss. They deferred at the beginning of the game, so they will get the ball back. Tigers were driving, trying to get a score to tie it up before halftime, but unfortunately fell a little bit short. Tisso Gwena was able to get up. Hopefully he's able to come back, and it was just one hit that knocked the breath out of him instead of being a possible concussion. Right. I'm sure they'll put him through the concussion protocols with the trainer. But Star Valley, first couple drives, it was all ground and pound, running the ball and doing very, very well. Esch did a great job, whether it was up the gut or he was able to bounce it outside on the zone read. And then on the last couple drives, you decided, like, okay, we're going to throw it now. And the Tigers weren't quite sure what they were going to do. You'd think that a team that would make themselves one-dimensional would have the disadvantage, but this time the Braves played it out perfectly. They caught the Tigers keying up on the run and bringing everybody up in the box, where we saw 8-9 players in the box there towards the middle of the second quarter. And then they decided that they're going to throw the ball, and that when you have that many people up in the box, your secondary is lacking, and you'll have those openings that you saw on the 2 touchdown passes. Tigers did do a good job of answering to cut the lead down to 1 score, but they have to do something to try and stop that rushing attack by Esch of the Braves.
The Lander Tigers in the first half of play had 23 yards rushing, only 23 yards. They had 136 yards passing and 47 return yards. Total yardage in the first half was 206 yards for the Tigers. Star Valley had 127 yards on the ground. They had 74 yards passing. They had 146 yards rushing. 127 was what Esch was able to produce on 16 carries. Pretty impressive runner. They had 74 yards passing 12 yards return, 232 total yards. So very close in the yardage, only 26 yards difference in total offense here in the first half. Looking at the individual statistics, Esch had 16 carries for 127 yards on the ground. Green had 1 carry for 0 yards. Patterson had 2 carries for 10. Spalding had 1 carry for 9. And McClure was, he only missed 1 pass in the first half. He was 5 for 6 for that total of 74 yards passing. Green was his favorite receiver. He had 3 receptions of 5, 22, and 17 yards. Stewart had 1 reception of 12 yards. And Fila had 1 return yardage on a kick for a total of 12 yards. Those are the individual stats for the Star Valley Braves. For the Lander Tigers, LeClaire had 7 carries for 15 yards. Harris had 1 carry for 8 yards. Stauffenberg, however, threw 12 passes, and he completed 8 of them for 13, 40, 15, 5, 38, 24, 11, and -9. So Harris ended up with 5 yards catching. Gwynna had receptions of 38, 24, and 11. Brown had 1 reception for 40. Koivapalo had 2 receptions for 13 and 15 yards respectively. Larvey had 1 pass for -4 yards. Gwynna had 20 yards in the return, and Brown had 27 yards. The Tigers were only penalized twice in that first half of play for a total of 10 yards, and the Star Valley Braves had 6 penalties of 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, and 15 yards. So the Braves playing a little loose here with the most penalties. And that's our score at halftime with 2:43 to go. And we've got just about 3 minutes left as the two teams come back on the field. 21 Star Valley and 14 Lander.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Prices are going up all over. Food prices, fuel prices, tires, oils, you name it. But there's one thing that hasn't gone up. WRTA bus lines will still get you where you need to go in Fremont County for the same low price they've always had. Just $1 one way. How can you beat that? See WRTAbuslines.com for the new fall route schedule. Save hundreds of dollars every month and use the WRTA to travel to and from the Riverton Airport. See WRTAbuslines.com for details. And remember, don't drink and drive, wear your seatbelts, and keep all 4 wheels on the road.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why John Shade is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers football on KFCW. For all of your investment needs, call John Shade at 335-7722 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back to Bill Bush Memorial Stadium. Josh Henninger, Ernie over with you as we get ready for the second half between the Tigers and the Braves. Tiger football team is not the only squad that is in postseason. The girls volleyball team is at regionals in Lyman. Talked to athletic director Steryl Stauffenberg before the game. He did say they won their first match in 3 straight sets against Kemmer, and their second match was to begin at 5:30. Scheduling and delays pending on that. So we'll try and get an update on that for you as the Lady Tiger volleyball team goes into lineman in regional competition with the number 1 seed, looking to try and advance their way into state.
Well, we're just down to the last 20 seconds here of the warm-up before we get started with the second half of play. As it was mentioned earlier by Josh that Star Valley won the toss and they deferred to the second half. So scoring just 22 seconds before halftime gives the Braves quite a momentum jump here, and they will get the ball as we start the third period of play. Just a 7-point difference, and I think Lander fans are pretty happy with what the Tigers have done so far. And, no one in this state has figured out how to stop Mr. Esch yet. And it's 127 yards at halftime. That's a pretty good offensive performance.
Yeah, he had 127 yards and 16 carries in the first half. Last week at Green River, he had 14 carries for over 247 yards. So at least the Tigers have cut that in about half so far. But basically, big thing for the Tigers, what they want to do is keep this a one-possession game and hold the Braves to a 3-and-out or force a turnover to see if they can tie this game up here in the beginning of the second half.
There's the kick. We have Green and Kaiva back, and it's picked up by Green. He cuts around to the right side. He's got a lane. He's at the 45. He's at the 50. He's at the 45. He could go all the way. 10-5, touchdown, Star Valley. Well, that's not what you wanted to happen right out of the gate. A return of about 75 yards. The score goes up 27-14 now with the extra point coming up.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Tigers, they came out a little bit flat there in the second half, coming out of the locker room, and they just could not stay in their channels, could not stay in their lanes. Missed a couple of tackles again like they were having an issue with in the first quarter, and Star Valley takes a 13-point lead.
All right, it was a 75-yard return on the kick. There's the point is blocked. No, it's a fake, a 2-point conversion. Well, that was very well done as McClure faked the punt and then threw into the end zone for a 2-point conversion, and it goes 29-14, a 15-point lead.
Tigers were not even keen at all that they were going to fake that. McClure just took it from his holding position as the placeholder on the PAT attempt, and he stood there and his guy leaked out from the left side into the back of the end zone. Simple pitch and catch. Tigers are behind 29-14, 11:47 here in the third quarter. See if they can come out with the offense and have their first possession second half. See if they can go down and try and get this back down to a one-score game.
Well, this is going to be really important for the Tigers on this drive. They almost had a tie at halftime, but Star Valley scored with 22 seconds to go, and then they return the kickoff 75 yards, and they lead now 29-14. So the Tigers will look to get back in the game here. Merritt to kick off for Star Valley. You wouldn't think they would do an onside kick, would you, Josh?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, here we go. There's the boot, high, end over ender, and it comes down to Brown. Brown at the 20-yard line, makes a cut to his left. He breaks one tackle, breaks another. He is down to the midfield. Great return by Brown.
I was about ready to get excited and be like, are we going to have back-to-back kickoff returns for a touchdown? But Brown, Tigers did a good job on their own special teams, trying to come up with some sort of an answer. They get it to midfield, so it's good starting position, but Tigers still need to at least put some sort of points on the board.
Tigers at the 50-yard line now to start the second half. We want to remind you that as soon as the Tigers cross the 50-yard line, like they just did there with Jace LeClaire, 50 is a good place to start. And if you'd like to know more, log on to the Wyoming AARP Facebook page. I lost my script on that. Oh, here it is right here. Well, next time they cross the 50, we'll do it. So LeClaire got 1 yard on the play to the 49. Low snap, pass is caught by Brown. Brown's at the 35, down to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, Lander.
Good just pitch and catch there for Stauffenberg to Brown. That's just a nice timing route. 3-step drop, throws it to his left, finds the hole in the zone. Braves are going back into a zone where each defender has a certain area that they need to pay attention to. Brown found the soft spot. Stauffenberg put it right where it needed to be. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They're at the Star Valley 34-yard line.
Brown is limping a little bit after that catch. There's the pitch, or the pass. A long pass into the end zone, and it's incomplete. And was that Gwynna back there that was intended for?
I believe so.
No, it was Harris. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was Harris. Incomplete pass.
Initially, when Stauffenberg let that go, Harris had the separation from the defender, but that one floated just a little bit. The defender was able to catch back up, high-pointed the ball, and was able to knock it out of the hands of Harris. Drops down to the turf. Be 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
Line of scrimmage is the 33-yard line of Star Valley. Tigers in their big green uniforms. There's the handoff to LeClaire. He goes around the right side, cuts inside the 30, down to about the 29.
LeClaire to the 29.
That'll be a gain of about 4 or 5 yards, make it 3rd and 5 for the Tigers as they're mixing it up a little bit. They're doing a little bit of heavy, they're doing a little bit of spread with the shotgun formation, and just because they're in shotgun spread out doesn't mean they're going to pass the ball. They're doing a good job mixing up the run and the pass, keeping the Star Valley defense guessing, see if they can pick up the big 3rd down conversion here at the 29-yard line.
10 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the 3rd. There's the pass out to LeClaire. It's dropped. Little bubble screen to LeClaire, and he couldn't hand onto it. It was in front of him a little bit. Stauffenberg had led him with that, so it's 4th down and 6, and the ball at the 29-yard line.
And it's definitely going to be in that gray area for the Tigers where it's too far for a field goal and too short for a punt. So the Tigers are looking to go for it on 4th and 6.
Yeah, if Weaver was healthy, they might try something like that, but he is not that healthy from that knee injury. So we've got Twins out to the right side, one man in the slot, and a timeout called by John Scott of Lander. 10:02 to go, 3rd period. It's 29-14, Star Valley.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Lander facing a 4th down and 6 from the 33 or from the 29-yard line, and they're going to go for it. Stauffenberg's in the gun. Gwynna in motion. Stauffenberg rolls to his left. Pass to Gwynna, incomplete. And that will turn the ball over on downs to Star Valley with 9:56 to go here. So Star Valley takes over. Well, the pass was just about there, Josh.
Yeah, Gwynna had the separation from Chase Stewart, the defender for the Braves. It was a good pass leading Gwynna where he needed to go, where it was Gwynna only one to catch it, nobody's going to catch it, but unfortunately it led him just a little bit too far. It drops incomplete, and Braves will take over.
Taft McClure under center. There's the handoff, and it goes to Osh, and Osh powers his way up. He's still going close to the first down before they tried, before the Tigers brought him down.
Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 11 yards for Osh. It will be enough for a first down. I'm still trying to figure out where it is that he's squeaking through. From our vantage point, it looks like he has no rushing lane whatsoever, and he'd be down after about 2 or 3 yards. But he's able to squirt through for double-digit carries several times.
McClure in the gun. Long count. Man in motion is Green. And the pitch goes to the second man through, and the Tigers have read that. Big loss on the play.
That's going to be a tackle
and
for
a
loss
flag.
for Koivu-Palo. Things are starting to get a little chippy now. Somebody's getting a little upset from the Braves side, it looks like. Possibly could be another 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. But Koivu-Palo as well as Frank Armejo were getting in there, wrapping up Osh on the delayed draw. And we'll wait to see what the call is here.
It is a dead ball foul against Lander. Okay, so that will that changes things as the ball moves across the 50 down to the 47 on the penalty. So that's a big penalty for Lander. That's their first 15-yarder. McClure gives the handoff right up the middle. Going is Caleb Spaulding. Spaulding down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 2 yards on the play.
Second and 8 for the Braves. Tigers looking to get a stop here. Unfortunately, with that unsportsmanlike or personal foul with the hit to the head, it gives the Braves an additional 15 yards. Need to make a stop here on defense.
In the gun is McClure. The handoff goes to Esch. That's one of the first times we've caught him behind the line of scrimmage, Josh.
Yeah, that's a good edge rush from the near side. I believe that was, I think it was Harris, maybe?
Yeah.
That got the tackle for loss. Tigers, that first one got negated by the penalty. But Tigers doing a good job. They're starting to figure out this Braves offense, getting around the offensive line, blocking, getting pressure in the backfield. Almost 3 plays in a row. Tigers looking to make a big stop here. 3rd and 11 for the Braves.
7:44 to go in the third period of play. Tigers looking to make the stop here, as Josh just said. In underneath the center. Fake the handoff, rolls to his right. Pass is caught and pulled out of bounds. And that is 87, Chase Spaulding. And that's going to be enough for almost a first down. That's going to be really short. The pass was completed, and it goes to the 38-yard line. So it's a 9-yard pass. 9 yards to Spaulding. Here's the 4th down play. And the pitch to Ash, and he squirts through. He's going to score. 10-5, touchdown, Star Valley.
Just a quick little pitch there to Ash. He's able to squirt through, gets into second level super fast. That's going to be a 38-yard run for a touchdown. It looks like we have another injured Tiger player right at the line. And looks like the Star Valley Braves will be looking to line up for the PATs. That defensive player is able to get up for the Tigers and trots under his own power to the sideline.
174 yards for Osh in the game on 19 carries. 7:17 to go. Merritt for the PAT. It's down. No surprise this year, and it is good. It's now Star Valley 36, Lander 14.
Hi, I'm Mema. Welcome to to my kitchen.
Mama's Kitchen in Lander is ready to wow you with their home-style fixins. Visit the coffee corner and don't forget to try Mama's biscuits, made just the way her Mama made them. And the Mama before that. With local and specialty ingredients making up their cuisine, it'll be the place you can't get enough of.
And just simple, tastes good, delicious, get me all ready for the day.
Down to earth, and yes, I would definitely come back.
Home cooking like you've never tasted before. 260 Grandview Drive in Lander.
Come on down to Grandma's.
Welcome back to Bill Bush Memorial Stadium. Josh Henninger, Ernie over with you here in the Wyoming State quarterfinal matchup in the 3A division. We have the Star Valley Braves up 36-14 over the Lander Tigers. Esch is going inside, outside, around and about and running over all the Tiger defenders. He's pretty much doing whatever he wants to so far in this game.
174 yards for Esch. That touchdown drive was sixth place, 71 yards, and Esch with the 38-yard run for his second touchdown this afternoon. There's the high end over end kick, goes to Gwinna. Gwinna at the 5-yard line, cuts to his left, breaks one tackle, tries to turn around, but he's swarmed under at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like that may have been a horse collar, but it looks like the Braves defender had him down at the bottom of his jersey to bring him back and force him down to the ground. It'll be a return of about 15 yards. Tigers will start at 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line, down by 22 points here with 7:10 left in the third period.
Well, the Tigers, the coach in the pregame show was talking about, there are 5 plays that make a difference in a game, and we just saw 3 of them from Star Valley. The touchdown just before halftime, the 75-yard kickoff return, and then Osh doing his magic for the rushing touchdown flag, and we have delay of game, I believe. Oh, yeah, illegal formation for the Tigers, so that'll move them back 5, Josh.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is not a good time for the Tigers to start biting themselves in the foot with procedure penalties and not getting lined up correctly or having too many men in motion at the same time. They need to get the ball, drive down the field, score quickly, and make some defensive stops, as it is a 3-possession game just about halfway through the third quarter.
And Stauffenberg's going to go in the gun. He's got 2 backs with him, 3 receivers outside. There's the pass, and it's caught. First down yardage and more. 35, 37-yard line. And that is Zach Larvey with the catch. We haven't called his name much today, have we?
I believe that's the first time his name has been mentioned as they move. Good pass. Looked like they're trying to set up the screen there in the middle. He'll take it. 19 yards for a first down. The mark at 39. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Stauffenberg in the gun.
There's the handoff to LeClaire, and he gets about 3 or 4 just on the left side. Right up the gut. They're going to call it a 3-yard gain at the 43-yard line.
And still seeing the Tigers kind of methodically getting their calls in, making sure they get the right call in. Maybe a little too soon to start going up tempo. But you're definitely hoping for some more big plays this drive so they can score sooner rather than later.
Stauffenberg in the gun. There's a quick pass to Gwinna. Gwinna's got a first down. He's in the 45-yard line. First down for the Tigers to Gwinna. And on that last play, the Lander Tigers crossed midfield. And AARP Wyoming wants to remind you good things happen after 50. To see what's going on for folks over 50 in Wyoming, check out AARP Wyoming's Facebook page. Nice 15-yard gain.
Just a quick little pass out in the flat, possibly having a screen set up for Gwinna. Looks like that hit that he took at the end of the first half just knocked the wind out of him, as he still has quite a bit of speed left.
Stauffenberg with the ball, looks to his left. He's got a man. And that is Covaparo. No, that's Brown. I'm sorry. Brown, 13. Another first down.
Brown just on a quick slant there, had the one-on-one coverage. It looked like the Braves were in man defense. Stauffenberg kind of climbed the ladder there in the pocket. He saw the outside pressure coming in. He sidesteps to the front, and then he changed his arm angle a little bit. With a little bit sidearm, kind of like a shortstop throw. Put it right on the money. Another first down for the Tigers.
Hash mark the near side. There's a long pass in the end zone for Brown, and it's just a little bit short. Falls incomplete.
Yeah, that was a good read there by Stauffenberg. Put it up where it needed to go. Brown had the step on the defender, Winston Green, for the Braves. Winston Green was able to get the inside position, force Brown a little bit further out towards the perimeter and the boundary. And it does fall incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Tigers from the Star Valley 32-yard line.
5:07 to go, third period of play. 36-14, Star Valley lead. Back to pass, Stauffenberg. Oh, and it's incomplete, intended for Covapalo, and it just went right through his hands.
Yeah, that one was thrown a little bit too high. There was a tight window on either side, so Stauffenberg tried to put it up for Covapalo. That did have a little bit of the reach advantage there, a little bit taller against the defenders. Luckily, went off Covapalo's hands and dropped to the turf incomplete.
Third down, 10 yards to go. Tigers have one man, Harris, split out wide to the right, two split out wide to the left. One man in the slot. Now the tailback is Leclerc, and Covapalo, or Stauffenberg into the end zone, and it is touchdown Tigers! And that is, Gabe Harris with the touchdown.
Stauffenberg doing his best Kyler Murray impression. If you watched the Packers and Cardinals game last night, he saw the pressure, he sensed it, he climbed up the ladder in the pocket, moved to his right, and again, Harris was sitting there in the end zone. He saw that Stauffenberg was moving. He presented himself. Stauffenberg on the run, moving to his right, able to put it over the outstretched arms of the defender of the Braves, put it right in the breadbasket. Tigers get another big play and score the touchdown, make it 36-20, as it looks like Tigers will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Well, they need to catch up from the two-pointer that happened on the last play by Star Valley. Here we go. In the end zone. Oh, overthrown. No good. Well, that was, they had the right idea, but it was just overthrown. And with 4:55 to go, third period, it's 36-20, 16-point lead by Star Valley.
The team at Lander Dental provides a wide range of services, including preventive, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry in a caring, comfortable setting. Lander Dental Group, 799 South 2nd Street in Lander.
It's Physical Therapy Month.
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 It's Physical Therapy Month. October is National Physical Therapy Month, and here at Teton Therapy, we are celebrating all month long. In our Lander and Riverton clinics, we're hosting special events, celebrations, and great giveaways for our patients, past, present, and future. Check us out at Teton Therapy PC on Facebook for more details.
Whatever. I like April better.
Community health centers.
Welcome back to Bill Bush Memorial Stadium. Josh Henninger over with you as the Tigers are able to put some points up on the board as they decrease that lead down to 16. It does make it a 2-possession game instead of a 3-possession game, but the Tigers will need to do 2-point conversions from here on out to try and even that score. 4:55 left in the third quarter. Tigers behind 36-20 after the great pass from Brennan Stauffenberg over to Gabe Harris, moving to his right and up in the pocket, moving away from the pressure. That's the second or third time he's done that pretty well tonight.
And we have Winston Green and Caleb Fila deep for Star Valley. And there's a kick off the side of his foot. That's going to go off, and Star Valley will get it at the 35.
Don't know if that was a mishit or if he was trying to put it in that area on purpose.
Well, that was Weaver. You know, he's had that injury, and okay, well, thanks to the public address announcer, Shoshone leading right 48-0, starting the last 12 minutes of that game. So Shoshone's going to move on to the semifinals. And if Lander can, no, we had the kick out of bounds. So Star Valley starts here at the 35-yard line. Tigers need a stop. There's the handoff, goes to Green. Green smothered. He might get a half a yard or so. And it looked like we had Frank Armejo was also in there, along with Matisse Weaver. Hurry up play here by Star Valley. They did like a platoon exchange. It's second down. Here's the pitch on the far side. And it's going to run for a first down, and that was Mr. Osh again. Well, that was a hurry-up play, and Osh was the real deep tailback that time, and he got the first down to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, Braves did a little bit of a swap there. One thing that we can see is the Star Valley Braves have about 3 times as many players as the Tigers do. They are both in 3A, but the Braves definitely have a more stacked lineup of players.
There's the pitch, goes to Osh again in the backfield, and he breaks away. First down, he's still on his feet down to the 28 or 32-yard line. Another first down.
Forced out of bounds. He's able to bounce out to the perimeter. The Tigers did not get the edge set as he takes it down to the 35-yard line. Across midfield, another first down for the Braves as the clock stops at 3:51 here in the third quarter. Reset the chains. Tigers are having a hard time reining him in and bringing him down, as he's got to be close or just surpass 200 yards in the game for the second week in a row.
213 yards unofficially. Here's the pitch to him again. He cuts to the right side. He's going to get another 8 or 9 yards. Clock moving at 3:43 to go. And if you remember the pregame show, Star Valley has 949 high school students in grades 9 through 12. Lander has considerably less than that, 536. In underneath center, whistle, and we have movement, and it's going to be an offside against Lander. So another hard count that time by McClure, and they get a first down to the 22-yard line. So a penalty gives them the first down. They're knocking on the door just outside the red zone. Under center is McClure. There's the snap to Osh. Osh still making, he's going to score. Touchdown, Star Valley.
Yeah, he initially took it right up the gut. He got to the second level, and he bounced it to the right. Tigers over pursued, thinking he's going to the left. They left the cutback lane wide open, and he's able to trot his way into the end zone for his, is that his third or his fourth?
That's his third touchdown.
Third touchdown. And that will extend the Star Valley Brave lead 42-20 with just under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter.
And the point after touchdown now by Merritt is up, and it is good. So the score goes 43 to 20.
across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
I'm Bo Clark, coach of the University of Wyoming rodeo team, reminding you that putting on a seatbelt doesn't take 8 seconds and it can save your life.
Go Pokes, buckle up!
Back again at Bill Bush Stadium, 43-20. Star Valley has extended their lead after Lander cut it to 16, and now it goes right back up. Merritt with the kick. It's going to come short at the 26-yard line, and the Tiger returner is going to be Larvey. Yeah, Larvey with the return on the play, and not much. And the Tigers will take over now. First down and 10, now trailing in the basketball or football game. Not quite basketball season yet, is it, Josh?
Not till next year.
Yeah, really. Okay, 34-yard line for the Tigers. That's where they're going to start. First down and 10. Hash mark on the near side. Stauffenberg is under center. 2 men in the backfield. There's the pitch to Larvey. That's read right away. No gain on the play.
That's going to be good. Good rush on the edge there by the Brave defender. Looks like it may have been Braden Beck that was able to get in there, or Clay Merritt, one of the two. Couldn't quite see what the number was, 52. So that was Beck getting tackled for loss. It'll be a loss of 1 coming off the edge, just going right after the running back, as that was his primary responsibility. Went right after it. Be second 11 for the Tigers.
In the gun, middle of the field. Stauffenberg gets the snap, throws to the ground. Everyone was covered. He was under pressure.
Yeah, it didn't look like his intended receiver was paying attention to the ball. Either that or it may have been tipped at the line of scrimmage. He's trying to get somebody in the middle there. I saw Harris, and it looked like maybe Koivapalo was there in the middle. Not quite sure if his receiver just wasn't paying attention or it was tipped and the flight of the ball was manipulated there at the front half, which has happened several times tonight, mostly by number 60, Lucas Chappell or Chappell, either one. To make it 3rd and 11 here for the Tigers.
Zach Patterson was the man putting the pressure on Stauffenberg this time. Big third down play here for the Tigers. Larvey to his right shoulder, back to pass, and he is sacked. Big sack on the play, and that time it was Lucas Chappell. And the loss is all the way back to the 20-yard line. That'll be a loss of 14.
Yeah, Stauffenberg trying to find anybody open. He pump faked a couple times, nobody there. Chappell was able to get through the line, as he's been able to do majority of the night tonight. And first 3 times it was just a batting the ball down on the turf. That time he was able to get there before Stauffenberg got rid of it and be the sack on the Tigers and make it 4th and forever.
Stauffenberg back to punt from about the 8 or 9 yard line. It's a real high center snap. He gets the punt off, bounces at the 45, and it's still going and down by the Tigers at the 38-yard line. Nice punt by Koivapalo. It got a nice roll there.
Yeah, Stauffenberg was able to recover on the high snap, put a toe to it, kind of low line drive kick, but it was able to take a Tiger bounce, and it'll at least put the Braves back somewhat in their own field position. Is still enough to get it on the opposite side of the field. Not quite what you're wanting to do to flip field position. nonetheless, Star Valley takes over, 1:11 left here in the third quarter.
They're at the 38-yard line. McClure checks his wrist for a play. Under center, in the eye, man in motion. And the defense gets good penetration. And guess what? OSHA stopped again, short of the line of scrimmage. Be a 1-yard loss.
That'll be another tackle for loss for the Tiger defense. Frank Armejo, the senior defensive lineman, gets up there, brings him down. Unfortunately, they were not able to do this in the first half of the game, and so far not a lot in the third quarter, as it'll be 2nd 11 for the Braves.
44 seconds to go here in the period. There's the handoff, and it goes to Winston Green. Green finds some some distance around the other side. He's got a first down. He crosses 50-yard line down to the 45-yard line. And he's finally tackled.
That was Caleb Philo on the carry, or on the pass completion there for the Braves, able to take it on the jet sweep. And one thing that you will see on that one, trying to help yourself just in case there is a little bit of an issue, the quarterback actually pushes it forward, so it is considered a forward pass and not a handoff, where if there is an issue with the handoff, it would be a fumble, where with the forward pass it's just incomplete.
There's another short gain by Star Valley. And that was Osh that carried, 11 for Star Valley. I don't have his number right here.
And that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. Star Valley leads 43-20 on Tiger scoreboard. We'll be back right after this with your final act between the Tigers and the Braves.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
43 Star Valley, 20 Lander. We've got 12 minutes left, and Star Valley exerting their dominance over the Tigers. They've beaten the Tigers 17 times in their history, and the Tigers have only won 7 of those games. And the last 3 times these teams met in the playoffs, Star Valley was the winner, twice in a state championship game and once in a quarterfinal game. So now the quarterback, Taft McClure, comes out, hash mark on the near side. The chains are set. It's 2nd down, 9 yards to go. I formation, look in the backfield, 1 man in the slot. And there's the handoff, goes straight up the middle of the gut. And that was, who was that?
That was
that Osh?
Yep.
Yeah, that was Osh. He was too fast. I couldn't see his number. So he got 2 yards on that play. He has unofficially 219 yards on 23 carries, Josh.
Matisse Weaver at the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Braves.
1 man in motion. Back to pass is McClure. Long pass downfield is caught. And that is going to be Zach Patterson with the first down catch. So McClure gets it, and that will be a 13-yard gain on that play.
And the Tiger defender had great coverage there. He came around the body. I believe it was Gwynna that was covering Patterson. He came around the body, looked like he was going to be in position for the interception. And again, just like when Chase LeClaire looked like he had the interception in the end zone, the Braves player was able to muscle it and get the completion.
There's a pitch to Osh, and he gets across the line of scrimmage, maybe down to the 36-yard line, 31-yard line.
And at this point, Star Valley has over 3 possession, or right at 3 possession lead. In the final quarter at this point, you're just going to play possession football, 4-minute offense, do runs, quick passes if you need to, keep possession of the ball and run the clock down.
Twins off to the left side, McClure in the gun. And the handoff to Osh. Osh gets around the corner down to about the 15, 16-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Looks like the 15.
That's the 25.
Oh, I'm sorry, 25. And a Tiger player is down on the far side.
We'll go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back after this. More Tiger football here at 93.1 KFCW.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Zach Pasquinelli is the Tiger who was roughed up on that last play, and he is walking very gingerly back to the Lander sideline. He was over there for a minute and a half on the ground, and looks like he's favoring one of his legs, and he's getting hugs from his Tiger teammates as he makes his way toward the Lander sideline with the Lander trainer and assistant coaches over there. 10:26 to go in the game. It's 43-20, 23-point lead by the Star Valley Braves. They've got the ball. And in at quarterback now is Hilton, number 11. Hilton in at quarterback for Star Valley. High formation, 1 man in the slot. The pitch goes, what a tackle. Holy smokes, Osh got destroyed in the backfield.
Trying to see who that was that came up and laid the wood on Osh. He tackled him pretty high, but this time he came with full force. He got the pitch, and he stopped him right in his tracks. It looks like that may have been Weaver, maybe, or Harris.
2-yard loss on the play. So it's now 4th down and about a long 4. They're at the 33-yard line. Tiger defense making an adjustment. There's the handoff to Osh. He breaks through, and it might be enough for the yard to gain.
Yeah, it looks like the forward progress, they're going to mark it just inside the 23 to the 22. That time he kind of pretty much made his own running lane. There's a little bit of a gap there, and instead of adjusting and sidestepping through it, he did more like a crab walk. Instead of a juke move, literally moving sideways through the offensive and defensive line to get enough for a first down.
Well, you can hear the wind is really whipping up from the northwest now. There's the handoff to the first man through, and that is Caleb Spalding, and he just won't go down. All the way to the 15-yard line, it looks like.
Everybody kind of stopped thinking that he was down in second effort. You know, they always they always preach and tell you, you play until the whistle blows. And that time everybody pretty much gave up on both sides of the ball, and he's like, I'm not down yet. So he went forward for another 5 yards, make it 2nd and 3.
Under center, long count. He looks back at his coach, McKay. Hilton. There's the pitch to Osh. Osh is close to the goal line. And he is knocked down at the 1.
Gain of 15 yards there for Osh as he gets spun down to the 1 yard line. And the Braves are pretty much able to do whatever they have wanted all game on the ground, as Osh has had well over 200 yards rushing. His wind's really starting to pick up. I believe that cold front that's supposed to bring in the snow this weekend starting to move its way into the valley, as that one is pitched back to Osh, and he's going to take it in for the easy score. Star Valley goes up another score. It'll be 49-20 with just under 8 minutes left here in the 4th quarter.
And the Star Valley Braves are putting the exclamation mark on this one with 7:56 to go. And it was a 1 yard rush by Osh. And now we'll have Merritt for the PAT. Yeah, Landers lost their last bunch of games to Star Valley. Their last win came in the 1970s, I believe. There's the snap, the kick is up, and it is good. So the score now goes 50-20, a 30-point lead. And
Spaces to the canyon near you. Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Got you.
7:56 to go in the game. Star Valley now up by 30 points. It's 50-20. If you remember, with 22 seconds to go until halftime, it was tied at 14. And then Star Valley put their motor in gear. Here's Merritt to kick off. He will be crosswind here. Let's see what the wind does. And it goes down to Gwynna, and Gwynna drops the ball. He picks it up, makes a cut inside, drops the ball again. It's on the ground, and it is Star Valley recovers the fumble at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, Gwynna had a little bit of an hard time trying to pick that one up. Dropped it first time, was able to get it back, and went forward, and the Braves just put a hat right to the ball and knocked it out for his second fumble in one possession of the ball there. Braves take it over 1st and 10 from the Tiger 23-yard line. 7:47 left here in the 4th quarter.
Well, the nail has already been hammered into the coffin. And here Star Valley can put an exclamation mark on it. Let's see how ruthless they're going to be, Josh. Well, they're short a player. And that was Chase Spalding who raced onto the field. Hilton, the quarterback, and the handoff that time. Well, I don't know who had the handoff. Number 15. And so the gain is to the 27. Boy, that wind is whipping.
Looks like the Braves are going to put in their JV kids. That was Bridger Brogg, the carry. And the last time for the Braves is I do not see McClure, I don't see Phila, I do not see Patterson, any of them into the game, so they have their JV kids.
There's a fumble on the pitch, and I think Lander got it back. Let's see, they're unstacking the players now. Lander gets the fumble. Well, so the teams trade turnovers. 7:02 to go. Well, that's how the JV team gets experience, you know. You put them in, you run plays, they make a mistake. So the Tigers get the fumble right back. And we're at, Josh, just 7 minutes to go in the game.
7:02 left. Tigers behind 50-20. Is at this point Star Valley just looking to wrap the game up and move on to the semifinal match. I believe they would play Douglas after this, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Okay, here we go. Tigers. Stauffenberg in the gun. There's a handoff to LeClaire. LeClaire on the left side doesn't get much, maybe 1 yard. So LeClaire gets 1 on the play. He has 19 yards, Josh, on 10 carries, and at this point against Buffalo, he was over 100 yards.
Yeah, definitely not nearly the same output he had last week against the Bison. Unfortunately, he just hasn't been able to get any traction going, and Tissot Gwynedd hasn't been able to do anything in the run game as well. He has been a bright spot as a receiver for the Tigers, though.
Well, of course, they have a much different team. Here's LeClaire bouncing around on the outside. First down, Tigers, as he rolls out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Nice carry at the 41. It'll be a first down. That'll be 10 yards, 29 yards now for LeClaire. We haven't heard much from Zach Larvey. Wind blowing some of the stat stuff here. There's another carry. It goes, thank you. Yeah. And that was Jace LeClaire for a gain of 1. And, okay, well, we're down to 5:38. Just 1 yard here by LeClaire. Football smack dab in the center of the field at the 41-yard line, maybe the 42. Under the center, Stauffenberg rolls to his left. Long pass downfield is caught at the 20-yard line by Gwynedd. Gwynedd down to the 10-yard line.
No.
No, that's not a fumble, is it? Oh my gosh, they called that a fumble. Wasn't he down?
Yeah, his knees were down long before the ground forced the ball to come out. Unfortunately, the referee that made the call was behind the Star Valley players and wasn't really paying attention. And unfortunately, in high school, there is no review. So whatever is called on the field is going to be the way it is, and unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumbles for the Tigers.
So that was a 40-yard pass. We'll give him credit for the pass because he caught it and then fumbled. So 40 yards on the pass, and then the fourth fumble of the day. 5 minutes, 7 seconds to go. Hilton is the quarterback. Let's see, do I have that other roster here somewhere? No, I don't see the other roster. Here we go. Thank you, Josh. There's the handoff. Nothing going there. Maybe a yard, maybe not. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can. Don't know where that roster of mine went. They have 50 players here today, so we've got the depth chart, but we're beyond the depth chart now. So there was no gain on the last play. Star Valley started at the 8, and there was no gain on that last play. Clock rolling, 4:25 to go, 50-20. Star Valley with the lead, and we have a whistle and a timeout, Star Valley, as they were about to get a penalty there. So we've got 4 minutes, 18 seconds to go.
Knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Well, the Tigers are still looking for that breakthrough win in the quarterfinals. They have lost 6 quarterfinals now. Here's Hilton, and the handoff in the backfield doesn't go anywhere, and it's a loss all the way back to the 5-yard line. 4 minutes to go here, 4 minutes, 8 seconds in the contest. And now some of the first team players are coming back in now, as it is 3rd and 13 from the 5-yard line. Hilton is the quarterback. There's the snap, the handoff. No, nothing doing. And we have a flag on the play. It's very close to the end line. So let's see what the flag is. They're marking it inside the 1-yard line.
May have been a face mask on the tackle, possibly.
It might have been, yes. Well, let's see. Here comes the referee. Yep, it's going to be against the Tigers. Personal foul, face mask. Good call.
The 15-yard face mask variety.
So that will move the ball out to the 15-yard line. And Star Valley players trying to rush and get off the field, and they make it. Hilton in the gun. Now the Tigers jump offside. Well, you know, when it starts to go downhill, Josh, it really does.
Yeah, and unfortunately for the Tigers, it went downhill at the worst time, and they really started to hit their stride. They had 3 wins in a row. They got a big win against Buffalo, which I'm pretty sure Buffalo would be favorited by everybody to have won that game to get them to this point where they could host the playoff matchup, because that one's complete far side. It looks like it'll be enough for first down
for another first down, yeah.
Completion about 12 yards. But, you know, for the Tigers, they had a lot of kids that graduated last year that were starters. You've got 9 seniors this year for the Tigers. They have some good talent coming up from the Pee Wee ranks and middle schoolers that have been playing for a while. There's a tackle for loss there again for the Tigers, about their 5th or 6th one in the game. Make it 2nd and 12. So it's one of those things that you can't necessarily call it a rebuilding year because it's high school and there's not really recruiting of players. But it's one of those that this is one of the things they can look to build on. They're able to move from the 4th to the 2 seed, host a playoff game, and hopefully put it together next year.
Star Valley is platooning players in and out. There is Hilton, and the handoff goes to Kaysen Hatterley. Kaysen Hatterley goes all the way close to the first down. He's at the 40-yard line. So the Hatterley gets his first carry of the game, and it's 3rd down and a yard. Clock running under 2 minutes now.
And that wind is starting to get chilly.
Yeah, it is starting to bite a little bit.
I know there's a good possibility of snow here in Lander Valley on Halloween, as per usual.
Hilton in the gun. Man in motion. Handoff goes to number 8. Oh, there's a great tackle well behind the line of scrimmage. And that was Hayden Weigel. Hayden Weigel who carried that ball. And it goes backwards to the, well, they're going to call it no gain. So it'll be 4th down and 2. Well, if I was Star Valley, I'd probably just try to go for this.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you just want to keep possession. I mean, there's no real threat that there's any chance that they could lose this game because of the point advantage. But you know what they say, possession's 9/10 of the loss, so you might as well just keep possession of the ball here, close out the game.
44 seconds to go. Clock is running. And we have a flag. So that'll stop the clock at 39 seconds and false start on Star Valley. I think everybody moved that time, Josh.
I was going to say false start offense, everyone but the center.
Yeah.
On that one, but that will force them. Braves a punt with 39 seconds left.
Now they're going to punt, and it's Court Hilton that will do the punting chores. 39 seconds to go, and the clock is starting. Although the clock didn't start. There it goes. All right, there's the snap. There's the punt. Very, very high punt. Doesn't go very far. But now it gets a great roll for Star Valley down inside the 25. So with 19 seconds to go, the Tigers will have a play or two maybe. And the frustration for the Tigers coming out of a quarterfinal game continues. They've lost 6 of them now in a row.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Tigers have been doing a good job of making it to the playoffs and qualifying for the quarterfinals, but unfortunately haven't been able to put it together the past few years to be able to get past that point. It's just one of those things that, and the biggest thing too is the difference between the 3A East and the 3A West is just astronomical as far as the talent on the 3A West. I mean, you look here just right now, that just the roster size difference between the Tigers and the Braves. The schools on the western side of the conference are quite a bit larger, and they do have a lot more students participating in sports and a lot more athletes, where you see a bunch of schools like Jackson, Cody, Star Valley, schools that have been around and been dominant since I was growing up around here. It's one of those that maybe down the road it's going to flip and the East will have the advantage.
Well, Douglas, Douglas is the beast from the East, and that's about the only team that can compare with the West schools on a consistent basis. And, of course, Star Valley, they're much larger. They brought 50 kids here tonight.
And I'm pretty sure they're getting just about every single one of them into play at least one down in this game.
Yeah, it looks like I don't see any of the familiar numbers out there, so we're going to be flying blind here for the next 19 seconds. And there's the snap and a rush on the right side. And carrying the ball was, I don't even have him on our Lander roster. Well, there's the game. 3, 2, 1. The game is over, and Star Valley has advanced to the finals. One thing, Josh, that we didn't talk about Star Valley. They've had 3 championships in the last 4 years.
Yeah,
they're a very, very good team.
Yeah, they're a very good team. They've got a lot of kids that not only do well, but they've got siblings and other family members that do well, that been able to come through. And the Braves came in, they had the lower seed, just barely. The records are about the same, and on paper, no matter how you looked at it, the matchups were about even. And unfortunately for the Tigers, they started off real well in the first half, but then after that touchdown that the Braves got with under 30 seconds left in the second quarter, it kind of put the Tigers behind in the 8 ball, and then the Braves' strong and potent ground game took over at the end, and that's going to be the way the Tigers end this 2021 campaign. As a 30-point deficit to Star Valley Braves in quarterfinals.
Well, let's go right into the statistics here. It is really cold outside here. The player of the game, obviously, is Osh. He had 26 carries, unofficially 243 yards, 3 touchdowns. The only other players that carried the ball, there were 3 other players that carried the ball. Green had 0 yards, Patterson had 10 yards, and Spalding had 17 yards. But the big man, the senior Ush, really was the difference in this game, 243 yards. McClure completed, 7 of 8 passes. He was pretty good in the passing department. He had receptions passes completed of 5, 22, 18, 12, 17, 9, and 13 yards. Green was his favorite receiver. He had 3 catches, 5, 22, and 17 yards. Stewart, 12 yards. Patterson, 12 yards. Fila had 17 yards. On the Tigers, the rushing stats are not going to look very good because Stauffenberg had a 20-yard loss in that first half of play, and the Tigers only gained 30 yards, so that is 10 yards rushing for the Tigers. That's not very good. Stauffenberg threw 23 passes tonight, and let's see, he got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He was 13 of 23 in the passing department. He had a couple of really nice ones. He had 2 40-yard passes. He had one at the 38, one of 19, one of 16, one of 15, one of 11, one of 15, one of 13, one of 12. So his passing stats are going to look pretty good. Harris caught one for 5 yards. Gwynna caught, he was the leading pass catcher. He had catches of 38, 24, 11, 15, and 40 yards. Brown had 40 yards in 1 catch, 16 and 12 in the other 2. Cove Apollo, 13 and 15, and Larvey had 1 catch for 15 yards. And that's about all we can say about this one, Josh. It was an overwhelming win by the Star Valley Braves, and not unexpected. They're a good football team.
They are a good football team. They've got a great track record. They've obviously had some success recently. Tigers probably didn't quite meet their expectations, what they wanted to do this season with the record that they had last year. I believe it's 6-2. But there was a bunch of kids that did graduate, and there's a good significant amount of your starters this year that will not be back next year. As a lot of the seniors were playing both ways on offense and defense, but there's a good solid group of kids that have been playing football for a while in the underclassmen for the Tigers. So hopefully a lot of those kids are able to come back next year and see what Tigers can put together. But as for us, you're not done hearing our voices just yet. Coming in January, I believe, when I saw on the schedule, the first game is against Jackson on January 7th, unless there's some invitational tournaments that were not put on there yet. but I believe that'll be about when the season starts, as Ernie and I will bring you Tiger basketball once 2022 rolls around.
Well, how about player of the game? Alma's Kitchen player of the game, Josh. What do you think?
I would definitely give it to Brennan Stauffenberg. He did a great job climbing in the pocket, moving to his right, getting the passes where they needed to go, and he's trying to escape the pressure. And receivers doing a good job of coming back and getting the ball, but he had a couple of great passes where he did that, and that one in the first half, we went on the near side over into the corner of the end zone. So I'll give it to Brennan Stauffenberg.
All right, and the Star Valley Braves still celebrating across the field. They had a pretty big bunch of folks travel with them here today. There looks like there's 50, 60 fans over there, and they were just whooping it up a minute ago.
Yep.
But, okay, Brandon Stauffenberg is our Mama's Kitchen player of the game. The final score here in the quarterfinals, Star Valley moves on to the semifinals, and Lander's season ends with a 4-5 record. On behalf of all of our sports club sponsors who have stood up and helped us make these Lander games possible, we thank you for your support of the Lander Tigers and of Fremont County sports. Want to thank Kurt Baxter back at the studio for his engineering help and getting us on the air and keeping us on the air. And, of course, all the folks who follow us, it wouldn't be possible without you all. So on behalf of Josh Henninger, this is Ernie Over bidding you a very pleasant good evening from Lander. The final score, again, was Star Valley 50, Lander Valley 20. Good night, all. Drive safe.